Hello. Welcome. Welcome even. Welcome to the stream. True. Vesper gave me laxative so my stream will start late. And then I'm not going to be able to blame him for all the shit that's been happening. It's really funny, chat. It's really funny how like VTuber drama or like happenings in the industry can stack up, right? Like 3 days ago, heck, not even 3 days ago, 2 days ago, it was all peace and quiet. There wasn't that much things going on in the in Hololive or in Nijisanji or in whatever the case might be. Everything was calm, everything was peaceful. There was no drama, so to speak, that was worth talking about. You know, my ass didn't even have anything to talk about. We just wanted to play Fortnite or some bullshit like that because Suisei was coming. And then I guess there was the Mythic talent situation, but the Mythic talent situation does not like involve Suisei. Oh, sorry, it does not involve Hololive, Nijisanji, or V Shoujo or whatever the case might be. It's like an entirely separate problem on its own. All of a sudden, fucking boom, Hololive drama happens, another Hololive drama happens, a Nijisanji drama happens, another Nijisanji drama happens. Like, holy shit, god damn it. It's actually, unironically, it's just Vesper's fault, TBH. I think, like, in some weird fucking way, Vesper is trying to keep us all afloat. You know what I mean? It's just Vesper trying to keep me afloat, trying to keep things interesting for VTubing, or maybe there's a drama behind the scenes that nobody's talking about, and he wants to divert attention away from that. How do you feel about almost joining Mythic? I still want to join Mythic. That has not changed. That has not changed. The drama that's going on in Mythic didn't really dissuade me from anything. Like I said, I actually not to shit on again, if you haven't watched my coverage of the Mythic drama, if you haven't seen it, my TLDR is that I don't necessarily think Mythic did anything necessarily malicious there. I think the person handling Grimmy was just refusing to communicate, and in the occasion that I do join Mythic, I hope that I would get somebody that's like, that can converse with me really well, talks about purely business and is like pleasant to talk to and whatever the case might be. But, you know, and like I said, in any types of companies, different people can have different experiences. Yeah, if you have nothing or less than others, I guess it's still worth it. Oh shit, okay, yeah, so there's going to be some bit of good news. I do have a sponsor lined up for 2 videos. But because of such, those 2 videos have to be made within this month. So I have 2 more videos coming out this month, and I am hoping that my editor can finish, the other editor that I hired can finish the job rather. So we have that going. Some things are finally happening for me. And then the next job after that would be to start like immediately fucking rolling with the new shit. I missed 2 streams. How's life so far? Nah. Life is bad right now. Cat died. After spending so much money on it. But I guess at least I have some fucking sponsors. Yeah. My mama cat died. My very first cat fucking died. Alright. Let's get on with the drama then. I kinda don't want to talk about it. It's fine. Let's get on with the drama then, okay? The adopted one's still alive? Nope. The adopted one was the one that died. So anyway. Oh, what the hell? Why is it black? Okay, there we go. Okay, chat. Okay. Okay, I already pulled up the fucking... I already pulled up the websites for this, okay? Yesterday, as I was scrolling through Twitter, I was doing all sorts of stuff. I saw Irys tweet this out, okay? My first, and it was super cute, by the way. It was super cute. And her tweet basically says, look, it's not loading. Holy shit. Okay, we can read it from here. My first try at being mean to ChatGPT to see how it responds, and then feeling extremely bad about it right after, so I backpedaled, okay? The tweet is just very wholesome. She says something along the lines of, I am done with you. Alright, if you ever need help again, you can come back anytime. Take care. Sorry, I didn't mean that. No worries at all. You don't need to apologize. Being sick/uncomfortable can make anyone frustrated. We're good. If you still want help with the cold or anything else, just tell me where you're at symptom-wise and we'll continue. So basically, right? So basically, Irys is not feeling well and bro decided to go talk to ChatGPT about it. Very harmless, very cute even. It's such like a woman thing to do. But then all of a sudden, she tweets this. It seems that people who were offended, disappointed, or concerned... There are people, rather, who were concerned, disappointed, or concerned after reading my previous tweet. That was never my intention. I sincerely apologize and have deleted the tweet. What is she talking about? Well, she's basically talking about the fact that there were some people that were angry at the fact that ChatGPT, that Irys had the gall, is morally bankrupt enough to use ChatGPT. That is the drama. It's Vesper, not ChatGPT. No, Vesper told Irys to use ChatGPT. Okay? And look, and obviously I retweeted it, right? Saying some people were upset at Irys for using ChatGPT. People flame Hololive for being too restricted, but often forget that people like these controlling, sanctimonious shitheads is the bigger reason Hololive talents can't have fun. Always mad at anything. And I stand by this. Because actually, chat, contrary to popular belief, talking to men, collabing with men, interacting with XYZ, doing things to XYZ, saying certain things, a lot of these is not something that Hololive is actually enforcing or telling the talents not to do. It's a suggestion that Hololive is giving because Hololive has had bad experiences with certain people who are trying to overtly control what the talents are portraying themselves online. This has been the case for Hololive even in JP. And now it's happening in EN. There are people who do not want to talk about, who do not want to see Hololive talents get fucking angry at. And it got, like, this is the nothing, I think we can all agree that, I think chat, we can all agree with this, right? Like, this is a nothing, like, at baseline, this is a nothing burger drama. But it has gotten a little bit of traction where fucking Dexerto covered it. And the reason why Dexerto covered it isn't necessarily because of it being a big deal or that it's like a, it's not something worth covering or whatever the case might be. No. I think Dexerto is covering this because of how ridiculous it fucking is. It is. That, because this is so fucking ridiculous. It is. It's a testament to the anti-AI and pro-AI conversation debate battle thing, and a testament to how sensitive VTuber fans are. You know what I mean? Is the sweet, sweet clicks of the butthurt people. Yeah, exactly. So, I originally thought that Hololive, talent, that a lot of Hololive fans were the reason, sensitive, retarded Hololive fans were the reason why, like, Irys got, like, you know, apologized for this and, like, decided to, like, not talk about it anymore. But then actually, after doing a little bit of digging, it's not just sensitive Hololive fans, it's also sisters. Niji sisters, okay? We're going to go through some of the people that I found, okay? Look, this person commented on my tweet saying, if you think actual Holo fans are attacking her, you are wrong. These are past Niji fans who have moved on into newer fan bases with the same mentality that they used to harass livers with. Yes, this has happened. Look at this shit. Nah, why'd she post about using ChatGPT just gives me the massive ick. I love Irys to death. but man, it sucks so much. I know how it's like she's not generating images and using it for artistic purposes, but that doesn't diminish the harm it perpetuates. I hope she'll learn and stop using it, but IDK man, not going my hopes up. Obviously, these people in particular are not necessarily going after her and are like harassing her on her tweets or whatever, because they are tweeting it on their separate like personal platforms. But holy shit, it's if these are people that only want to calmly express how disappointed they are at Irys, we all know how there are absolutely going to be retards doing worse. It is. So why do they come to Hololive? They want a place to belong when Nijisanji En burning, but they don't have to leave their tribalism behind. Well, it's not necessarily because they're coming to Hololive. It's more like they are Nijisanji En fans who want to branch out to discovering other VTubers. So they latch onto like VTubers that they deem is like good, or whatever the case might be, right? Right now, a lot of them obviously are not necessarily watching Hololive VTubers rather, but they do respect the Hololive VTubers because they are unproblematic. Some of them low-key support the politics that they want to peddle, because we all know a lot of Niji sisters don't really even watch VTubers, they just want to follow their politics or whatever. So that does happen. So they whenever a Hololive talent goes out of line, they do the same thing that they do to fucking literally anyone in Nijisanji that also does out of line. And we're going to go over that because another example of that happened to a Ryoma Baronwort, okay? Yeah, you know, at this point, Nijisanji En is pretty much broken beyond repair at this point. And the husk of its former selves. I mean, we all know that. Yeah. So anyway, this did happen, and obviously I said, damn, noted, because I didn't know any of this, so that's when I decided to look into it. But then, more evidence, okay? So this is why I also think that there are also Hololive fans that may be super angry at Irys for doing this. Because look at this shit, okay? When we finally start the final war against AI and I have to kill Irys. Yeah. Look at the Oshi tags. Those are Hololive Oshi tags. At least 2 of them are. I don't know the first and the second one. I mean, I kinda do, but because there are other VTubers that use the same Oshi tag, it's hard to tell which one is which, right? So either way, not sure if this person is being sarcastic or not, but it should tell you enough, right? Look at this shit. 1K likes, by the way. 1K likes. GG or CC? No way this is... Gigi does not... Wait, am I retarded? Gigi does not use this. Does she? Am I misremembering? I feel like I remember Gigi's, like, tag being different. Oh well, whatever. Holy shit, I literally watched Justice's debut with you guys. I fucking live streamed it. How come I forgot? Whatever, but you know what I'm trying to say here at this point, right? Yeah. So actual Hololive fans are mad. It's not just Nijisanji sisters, but a lot of people are still Nijisanji sisters. Look at this shit, okay? I stole this from Kuri. With Niji sisters like this, who even needs haters? I think there are some livers in EN who should also be made fun of for using ChatGPT. But if I speak, the person who comes to mind is my Oshi too. But God, I cringe so much when his Zatsus turn to him playing with ChatGPT or even using it in his roleplay. This is insane to me. This is actually insane to me. Because chat, look, my mentality when it comes to people like this is that if you think it is morally wrong to use ChatGPT or Grok or whatever the case might be, because it causes environmental damage or whatever, and I do acknowledge that, but if you think that you are pure evil, or if you're supporting a evil for using ChatGPT, then throw your iPhone out the window. Because your phone was made by child laborers in China, and you support slavery and you support child labor if your logic adds up. Right? Like I can understand if people don't like AI generated art. I don't like AI generated art either. I mean, I make fun of, I occasionally there are times where generated art, if it's good or if it's used in shitpost reasons, I can get behind it because it's funny. But like using it in commercial senses or whatever the case might be, yeah, I also may not like it. You can debate the morality of it with me or with anyone. That I can understand, but I hate people who blanketly thinks AI equals evil. I really do. I really do. Like, holy shit. And yeah, AI makes people stupid. Yeah, I can get behind that, right? But if I'm looking at this from purely a Darwinistic standpoint, if people rely on AI too much, these people are going to be booted out of the fucking gene pool or die without AI in the future. To me, if you use AI to that extent, you're a lost cause. There's something called AI psychosis right now that's going on, and I don't know how anybody could even end up with that. I really don't. I don't. It's probably because I don't understand the psychology, so I can't empathize with them right now. All I get from it is that you're stupid. The goal is mined in Africa from child laborers too. Yeah, exactly. Like, these are the same sort of people who wants to think that they think more nuancedly. They really don't. They really don't. Anyway, more people like this. AI holobros are so cringe. AI holobros are so cringe. Guarantee you right now this is a Nijisanji fan. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Of course it's a Nijisanji fan. Of course. But then again, it's situations like these. It's situations like these. AI holobros are so cringe. Fucking talking vaguely about Irys. Your faux outrage of things like this is the reason why people wanna double down. For real. This is not necessarily hate. I actually think it's very easy to not use ChatGPT. Like, all you have to do is not use it. Okay. I mean, I don't know if this necessarily constitutes as hate, but because of the timing of the tweet, it feels like it's directed towards Irys and this person saying that I don't like Irys for doing that. But the thing is, I don't necessarily agree with him. I don't necessarily disagree with him. It's very easy not to use ChatGPT. Question is, why not? Why shouldn't you? Why should you not use ChatGPT if it gets you ahead? If it, like, you know, if it helps with your life, if you can have fun with it or whatever. As long as you don't go psycho, you're done. And whatever. I think some AI is integrated in a way that makes it either so insidious that it's hard to parse when you might have used it accidentally, or impossible to avoid in order to access another service. But ChatGPT is literally like what? But ChatGPT is literally like what? Just don't use it. Interesting. So yeah. These, I feel like it's not necessarily a Hololive fan or a Nijisanji fan. That it's not necessarily a Hololive fan versus Nijisanji fan that are upset with this. Because if you've been watching the stream the past 20 minutes, you can see that both actual Hololive fans and Nijisanji fans are upset at this. Then, who are angry? Anti-AI bros are angry at this? Or maybe the more extreme kinds of anti-AI bros? Because it's really cringe. In my opinion, it really is kind of cringe. Like, goddamn. Imagine being angry at somebody using ChatGPT. These are modern day Luddites. I do agree with that, yeah. I do agree with that, yeah. And the thing is, there are people, in the cases of what we were talking about, there are people who like to talk about this in a more nuanced way, those are not nuanced. Those the people that wants to talk about not using AI for certain things, they are not those people. They are the all AI is evil crowd. It's so fucking insane to me. All of the people angry are either children or people who are hypocrites because they use some sort of AI in their daily lives. Yep. Going back to the example earlier, if they really do think using one tool because the company of that tool, or I don't know, the product of that tool, the company of that tool or the endorser or whatever behind that tool is causing mass chaos or, you know, doing whatever the case might be. If that is the logic a lot of these people use, then again, throw your iPhone out the window because you support slavery and child labor in China. Throw your Pepsis and stop drinking Coke or whatever because you are encouraging and financially supporting Nestle and Coke, the Coca-Cola company, and Pepsi or whatever, draining water out of African countries and literally causing many people's deaths. You are causing innocent minors in third world countries to die, fucking getting the black lung because they have to get the precious jewel that you have to buy because you really wanted your little thingamajig to be $5 and not be expensive. Like, come on, man. Come on. In my opinion, sorry, I'm eating right now, but in my opinion, AI is a tool. You shouldn't replace workers with AI. A lot of the things that people are doing with AI is bad. I don't like AI slop. I do like AI peak though. When there's an AI video or AI something, that's fucking kind of cool. Like the Epstein versus Diddy, like animation thingamajig. Fucking ship it. I like that. I don't think AI should be patented. I don't think there's a lot of things that AI should be able to do, and there's a lot of things that AI should be at least like. I think that there are things AI should help with, like coding, or I don't know, applications that could make any processes easier and faster. With the way AI is being used right now, I don't necessarily think that it's a good thing, right? But I feel like it'll correct itself in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I do. My opinion when it comes to AI is that I think when the bubble pops, the promise of AI being like the promise of AI being as widespread as people make it out to be, that people will use it fucking everywhere and everything, and that it'll have the capacity to replace workers or whatever. I feel like that might not be the case, or even if that is the case, the world and investors will run out of money before that ever happens. But once the bubble pops, and AI use is stabilized and it stops being this fucking miracle cure that a lot of CEOs and fucking corporations in the US wants you to believe that it is, it'll settle down and the hype will be over and we'll start being able to use AI in specific things instead of being able to use it everywhere else. Yeah. I think that's what I think at least. So either way, yeah, that's the Irys drama. It's literally a big fat nothing burger. It really is not. Anti-AI zealots are the new hippies. 10% are right, 10% annoying. You're not true. True, what this person said. True. Like, I understand the sentiment. It is right. The concerns are valid, but holy shit, stop being annoying. It's like you know how, chat, remember when there were some retards that went to that museum? Was it in France or something? Fucking throwing paintings in oil for Just Stop Oil or whatever, like ruining actual pieces of history to protest Just Stop Oil. Yeah, it's literally that. Like, your fucking concern is valid. protest in the right way, in a way that does not make people hate you, and you'll be good. Then again, there were conspiracies back then where those particular groups were hired by big oil companies. I actually can see the validity of that fucking conspiracy theory. Yeah. Yeah. Some of those paintings were behind glass, so they did jack shit. Yeah, they did not. But it's still fucking annoying, though. Cause like, it's still fucking annoying. Yeah. So yeah, that's what's happening right now. So AI is using AI as its own source, poisoning itself. That's one of the leading theories of why AI like art generation is getting shit. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Behind the scenes, I do play around with like AI generation just for concept arts for the shit that I'm doing. Not for work, but for like myself. Before I ship it to like an actual artist to make it. But even places like Yoda.io or whatever the case might be, they're getting very shitter. They're getting shittier, rather. I think AI image generation peaked in 2024. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe copying might be better, or maybe see that, or maybe it's because the companies that are using AI is getting shit now. Like they're intentionally like shitifying AI just so if you want to use the pro AI, like you know the cooler ones, the ones that are more advanced or shit, you have to pay a subscription or whatever. Yeah. They're actually hired by them. The end. Oh yeah, no. Like I said, I do believe that. I do believe that those retarded quote protesters were actually hired by big oil companies. I do believe that. That is super easy. They're already monetized the good apps. Yeah. But that's the thing. What was the fucking Sora? Hold on. We're gonna look at some numbers, okay? We're not talking about VTubers anymore, we're talking about AI. So I saw that when Sora was introduced, when Sora was introduced back in 2025, it literally blew the fuck up. But after people were starting to get bored with it, the numbers dropped so significantly. Where was it? I want to see the numbers again. Holy shit, look at this, okay? Look at this. I'm gonna open this link just because I want to see the source. But let's look at this, okay? Sora's AI video app experienced a significant drop in users following its initial viral launch, with some estimates suggesting roughly 99% in decline in active users within 30 days of release. Yeah, because like I said, AI is not something that can be used by that should be and can be used by the general population. I think AI should be a niche tool, like for certain jobs, for certain professions, for certain fields. And I think like the time investors and AI companies understand that, like that not everyone wants to use AI the same way they promise people, then maybe AI will stabilize. Yeah. Yeah. AI should only be used as a tool, used by the people. Yeah, of course. Only use the Filian Sora AI? No. No. Either way, yeah. Hold on, let me... That's the fucking AI, that's the drama for you. Oh, and I guess like another version of Niji Sisters being like super angry. Okay? Like super angry. So, meet Tapstrafe Grandpa. This is Ryoma Baronwort from Nijisanji En. And recently Nijisanji had an Apex event with JP people. And he tweets this out. I'm right here, bro. Kind of was a disappointing thing to wake up to and learn that I wasn't invited. Pretty sad about it, but hey, I'll keep grinding on my own and getting better. Obviously, a lot of people come out to support him. There were others that were kind of angry at this. Because how dare you? You know, how dare you talk bad or like say your grievances or vent about like the workplace problems or issues that you have. Like this person. Literally, this is a brand event to begin with. Complaining about it on an account everyone knows is your personal one just shows a lack of professionalism. No wonder no one will ask you for opportunities like this again. Wow. Of the same gen as Twisty, yeah. Wow, look at this guy. Mr. Tough Guy over here. Wow. Guess he isn't part of the clique. He's not. Ryoma just basically sticks to himself. But no, he is not part of the clique. But either way, that happens, right? And then boom. Sure, it's probably the language barrier, but like what have I been doing recording in that language for the past year for? I also played the game in that language for a long time and only stopped because it's a pain to redo the settings every patch. Yeah, then obviously people try to comfort him, trying to give out all these explanations, but wait, what the fuck is this? There's been plenty of... Rev says, I hate my wife. Is this supposed to be like somebody that hates like Rev says Desu or something? What region is he from? En, but knows JP a little bit. There's been plenty of other tournaments with people that don't speak the same language fluently, but just paired you with someone that could... Yeah, I mean, I don't know this person, but I agree with him. Yeah. And then boom. That happened. He acknowledges this, right? But then, this community can be so cruel. I'm so done with it. Went from expressing disappointment about loads of effort and other things you don't know about to getting absolutely shit on. GG, well played. God forbid we be a little human sometimes. Wow. 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 Either there are sisters DMing Grandpa over here fucking telling him to go kill himself, or there's a lot of sisters who absolutely shit-talked the ever-living fuck out of him, then deleted their tweet once he said this, because they know that it's gonna cause some drama. It does happen. A lot, even. Oh, Mikaoler, thank you. Did Scarlet cook again? I don't think so. I haven't seen anything. Yeah. They are DMing him. Yeah, a lot of these things come from DMs, chat. If you remember the fucking, if you remember the Reimu incident, a lot of those criticism, a lot of those like vague posting and really angry stuff came in the form of DMs, right? Even you don't see, I mean, actually you do see a lot of sisters absolutely try to shit talk me and like shit on me on Twitter. But like a lot of the death threats and a lot of the people that the doxing attempts and whatever that I receive are from DMs. I mean, I think I show you every single day, not every single day, but like I show you a lot of death threats from my DMs, like occasionally, right? Let me see. Let me see. Requests? Message requests? Jesus, fucking load my Twitter. I wanna show you guys some I wanna show you some fucking dude, my fucking shit isn't loading. Vesper, my Twitter isn't loading. I guess I can't show you, chat. But like, if you're a regular of the stream, then you've seen it. You know what I mean? You've seen it. A lot of these people. Yeah. Twitter is on fire again, DN? Wait, what's happening now? Wait, what's happening now? Oh, obviously, there's that. Oh, we're also going to talk about Matsuri's fucking update about why he's not going on, why she refuses to collab with males again. We'll look at that later. Look at this shit, okay? We'll look at that later. Vesper's trying to delete this evidence. Shit, you think Vesper is actually like the reason why there are sisters fucking harassing me right now? Damn. That's not nice, even for Vesper. I'm gonna be honest with you. God damn it. Wait, I wanna see what's happening to fucking I wanna see what's happening. Oh, okay. I read the first part, and it was like, apology not accepted. It's like, what? I was like, oh, never mind. Holy shit. This is why you need to fucking, this is why you need to read the whole thing, okay? Holy shit. I got debated by that. Wait, what's this? Hassan reacts to finding out about Pipa. Copes by dismissing that it's not a sincere request.
Your interview with John was canceled because a VTuber told him not to. There's a video. Your interview with John was canceled because a VTuber told him not to. There's a video of it. Which VTuber?
Wait, so Pipa cost Hassan a collab?
It's probably someone taking credit for it. But it was Pippa. Who is Pippa? Pippin Pika, I believe. Who the fuck is that?
Okay.
The reason.
Dark! What the fuck is this? Give me some pixels, man. What the fuck is this? Upload me some pixels.
His interview was canceled with John Kiriakou.
Hi, Pippa.
Okay, can you hear it?
Beep, 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 beep. Or if you didn't get it, beep, 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 beep.
That's just a cameo. That doesn't actually.
You know what? I can't fucking see it. I actually unironically can't fucking see it. It's so blurry. Your cat? Oh shit, yeah, you're right, my cat. A little, I'm going to tell you guys now why my cat is doing that. My cat gave birth. My mama cat, my first cat, Gojo, gave birth. 1 week after giving birth, she died. And her kittens are left for me and my roommate to take care of. I had to buy like kitten replacement milk. Like buy a small little baby bottle. And then like I have to hand feed them like every 4 hours or so. You named your cat girl Gojo? Yeah, I named her Gojo. Because when I adopted her, I thought he was a guy. But then turns out she was a girl. But I still named her Gojo. Yeah. So right now she's bitching and whining about it. I'm going to ask my roommate to like feed her. So give me like 2 minutes and then how can you miss a cat's gender? Well, when they're still... I adopted Gojo when she was very tiny. And when a cat's still tiny, you don't really see if they have balls or if they have a pussy. You know, like you can't identify their gender until a certain age. I'm going to like... Give me like 2 minutes maximum, chat. Give me 2 minutes. Give me a sec. Womp womp. Okay, my roommate is feeding her now. My roommate is feeding her now. I can still hear him. It's fine now. She's been silent now because she's being fed. Damn. Alright, let's continue this clip.
Asmongold Orbiter. No, this is a cameo, guys. Are you fucking stupid enough to believe that this was like a sincere request? No, people are. I don't think that's the case.
I can think of two things here. One, Hassan does not understand how much people do not like him. I have not consumed a Hassan content my entire life. I have never watched a stream. I have never seen anything from him. And even I don't like him. Holy shit, even I don't like him. I feel like, I don't know why, but it's the same feeling where I remember when a lot of streamers and even like Dr. K were talking about how people were very much afraid of Hassan because of the absolute sheer power that he wields over the Twitch mod team, right? Or whatever the case might be. And when somebody tried to point out that people were afraid of him, he just flat out does not believe it, or he dismisses it, or he minimizes it. Like, come on, dude.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yes, okay.
Hey, thanks for the heads up on HP. I appreciate it. I needed it, and I will take care of it. So,
I asked him not to collab with Hassan Piker. He's going on Hassan's stream.
Are people that
forget
stupid?
what exactly I wrote. Somebody can bring up the vibe, but
Zach said he's gonna go on Twitter and DM John yesterday for an interview to get one up on you. No, she was on call with him. This is a cameo, guys. I mean, maybe she actually did a call with him or something, but
Okay.
also none of this matters. Like, who gives a fuck if I can't fucking interview John Kiriakou? Who cares?
requested this false.
I don't know who John Kiriakou is. I don't know if he's the big deal or not. I'm gonna be real with you. But damn, that does happen. Yo, this is real? Oh shit! Oh yeah, the Suicide skin fucking comes out now! His ex-CIA and whistleblower who exposed torture? Oh! I see. Suicide unique Fortnite lobby pose. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Sax even. Breed. Holy shit. Oh god. Chat. I'm torn. Dude, fucking Kita-san Black's gonna come out. And then this fucking happens. Now I don't know what to stream. I only have so much fucking time. We went over this last stream? No. Last stream when we talked about this, like, Suicide was still coming out. Like, I didn't, like, she wasn't in the game yet. But now she's in the game now. Like, the announcement was up, but not... It's kind of stiff, but I guess because it's Fortnite. Kita-san is out? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. My time, man. I'm losing track of time. What's this? Update for Chikafuji Lisa. Hi, Sheepy. We're aware that some of Lisa's existing merch orders, including her crowdfunded plushie and second Encore season merch, still hasn't been shipped out. Please be assured that all existing orders... Oh, okay. Sure. It's just some merch delays. If we're playing Fortnite anyway. I'm going to play it. Damn the end, you're... True, I am scrolling Twitter again. Hold on. Okay, last. I want to see this. Oh my fucking god. The house I'm supposed to live in turns out and is right next to... What? Oh my god. The house I'm supposed to live in turns out is right next to my ex's. Context. House hunting right now. Ex moved to Japan years ago and she's home apparently. And it just so happens to be right next to mine. Hell no, I'm looking for somewhere else. What in the my ex Wattpad is this? So bro wants to move to Japan. And then her ex also moved to Japan a while ago. And the house that he was looking at turns out to be near her ex, his ex. Damn. I say run with it. I say, hey, Gerard, I say run with it, my guy. Why not? Why shouldn't it be? Yeah. I found Risha's marriage ring for sale. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've been looking for this for years. I'm actually tearing up. I'm so happy. Special grade cursed object. True. True. Holy shit. When you put it on, you immediately get like infinite mana or infinite cursed energy. But at the same time, you can't interact with a female or she's gonna beat you the fuck up. It's actually a special grade cursed object that has an innate binding vow. You fucking put it on, you're not allowed to talk to any woman ever. So what you have to do is that you have to go into battles with it, fucking hoping that the special cursed object gets killed by another sorcerer or an even bigger cursed spirit. Or a Shikigami or whatever. So literally the way that you have to kill it, the way that you get rid of the special cursed grade object, is you literally have to almost kill yourself too. Damn! Holy fanfic! I just wrote some fan fiction right there, chat. Holy crap! That's so poetic. That's so similar to what happened to her with Mafu Mafu. And is in line with what happened to... Wait, what's it? VTuber with a fancy think we give a shit about their political opinions, lmao. Pipe down, whore. True. I'm gonna bookmark this. I'm gonna save this gif. Damn. I'll never forget Gura getting all her gen mates dig thousands of blocks in Minecraft with stone tools to Atlantis location, procrastinate building it for 5 years and then graduating. That does happen. Okay, time to... Okay. I should stop browsing Twitter. Stop browsing off of Twitter! Hope Mahoraga can adapt to Russia. True! No, there's no Hi, welcome to the stream. There's no context. We're just having fun. Okay. So, let's talk about this first, okay? Matsuri talks about the no male collab. Because, a couple days ago... Oh, thank you, Rima. Matsuri announces that he will no longer be collabing with males. I think opposite sex collabs will be ending by the end of this month. For the finale, I've gotten plans with that person, so look forward to it. If you guys don't remember, Matsuri actually has drama in her PL. Because while she was streaming in her PL, a fucking guy just walked past her. Like literally opened the door and walked past her. And there were a lot of people angry at her for that. She tried to make the excuse that it was her brother or something. I think brother was the excuse that she gave, but like all signs point to the fact that it was actually her boyfriend. Yeah. And then she says, to be honest, I have been interacting with anyone outside projects or tournaments this past year, and that was a decision I made for myself. So this is the result of trying various things and thinking it over. So literally, she is handicapping herself just to try out new things. But obviously, the question that people have, the question that people ask with this in mind is, why announce it? Like, if you're not gonna collab with males anymore, why announce it? You know what I mean? Dad, I think, or that was Towa with the dad. Yeah, Towa also had a similar incident, but I think Towa also did. I think Asihara, I think you're talking about Hanamakia, the whole dad thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, the dad thing with Hanamakia. No, if I remember correctly, Towa said it was a manager. There's more context over this. Yeah, so we're going to look at this clip where Matsuri talks about it. See if we can get over more context. Oh, hi.
花粉がやばい。てかさ、ツイッターのさ、あれめちゃめちゃなんか思ったより反響があっちゃって。いや、てか言うの2回目なのに。
The second time? Wow.
言うの2回目なのに、今回なんか夜中に言ったからかな。 わかんないけど、なんかいろいろ言われてますけど、まあ祭りすはね、もともと知ってたじゃないですか。
Sure.
ずっと言ってた。1年半前くらいから、だから2025年は案件と大会以外で絡まないよってまず
In 2025, other than sponsored club, yeah, okay. Matsuri said that last year. Oh, okay.
2025年は言ってて、
Last year?
2026年の頭で、なんか今ある決まってるコラボ以外はもう終わる、やんないよみたいな話もしてたから、
Okay.
なんかまあ祭りすはね知ってたけど、ちょっとなんかあれだよね、祭りすじゃない人からしたらちょっとびっくりさせちゃったかなみたいな。
It did
そう
indeed.
そうで、祭りの今年2026年の1個目の目標がマチュコーンを育てるだから。
Macho corn? Is that supposed to be like some sort of her version of unicorn? I don't watch enough Matsuri. I stopped watching like a lot of the old Hololive girls a long time ago. 2 years ago.
そうよそうよ、マチコーン育成計画してるんだからさ、ずっと。
You know what? I respect that. I actually respect that. Go get your bag, Matsuri. Fucking farm them parasocials. Unironically, I like that. Like, I love how blunt she is with it.
ずっと
God damn.
しかも一旦2026年はっていう話だから、まだこのまつりちゃんもさ、もう何年活動してるんですか。
7.5
7年
years?
半。
Bro, you're 30 years old now or
もう
something.
いや7年半以上してるわ。もうすぐ8年してるわけですよ。
Yeah.
でまあなんかさ、もう何
Our relationship has become a bit stale.
て
Women! Women!
だからなんかいろいろやってみようよみたいな。
Okay.
ここでっていう、このタイミングでっていう
Like, here, right? Attack on Titan reference.
ところでこういうこうスパイスみたいなのをちょって。
I think what Matsuri should do next year after all of this, right? Like cultivate a lot of unicorns and then next year make an NTR stream where she's moaning but like suppressing her moaning and then she's like slapping her ass to like she's slapping like her thigh or her ass or any part of her body that's soft to like simulate the sound of like her being fucked, right? Remember back in 2020 when that NTR ASMR thing happened? Yeah, I think she should do that. I think that would be super based. Cultivate them in one go and then give them a very sorrowful send-off just like that next year.
だからなんかこの重く受け止めすぎないでほしいです。
Sure,
って思っ
okay.
てます。なんか会社に言われたのかみたいな。ない
Nine.
です。本当に
じゃない
何にも会社からは言われてなくて、
Yeah.
祭りが報告しました。2026でこんな感じでやる予定なんだよって言って驚いてた。
Mm.
でみんなの反応が運営さんの反応と同じでした。
Okay.
みたいな。
Ima? Right now?
うんびっくりしてたもん運営さん。でもまつりさんが決めたことならって言ってくれたんですよね。うん、まつりさんが決めたことなら一回やってみましょうみたいな。
Okay.
そうだからなんかね、祭り活動に関して運営さんになんかこうした方がいい、ああした方がいいって特にね言われたことないですね。むしろ
Good to say it, at least. Holo takes a lot of weird decisions, so who knows? Yeah, I think there are a lot of things that people blame Hololive for. Like, for example, overworking. There are cases where talents do overwork because Hololive can't do something that they need Hololive to do. Like, for example, Kanata, right? But in a lot of cases, Hololive managers actually have to even be the ones to tell the talents to stop it. Stop streaming. Fucking take a break. I don't know, spend 3 days without doing anything. Because I think like in Japan, a lot of these girls just really want to overwork themselves for some reason. Really. Like the EN example, the ID and EN example for that, I would like to think is Kayla. But even people like Flair, even people like Noel, even people like Marine gets told by HoloLive management to just chill the fuck out. Because yeah, some of these people are addicted to streaming. Some of these, Corone too, yeah. Some of these people are addicted to streaming. Some of them are addicted to working. Some of them have completely tied their entire self-worth into the streams that they do. Some of them have made it like a principled thing. Like if I can't stream for this long, my fans will be disappointed in me or some bullshit. It's pretty fucked up.
ね、年々なんかそういうのに寛大になってるイメージだけどな。
Sure.
逆に怪しいまである。
Feels
どういうこと？
suspicious.
あ、そういうこと？引用リツイートでもさ言われてたんだけど、なんかこれめちゃめちゃ面白いのが、なんか最近になってもしかしてまつりちゃん彼氏ができて。
You know, I see this happen a lot. I know, chat. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know 6 VTubers who are indies, who have boyfriends, who had ex-boyfriends, get mad at the fact that like other men simp for them and give them a lot of money. I don't know if it like makes the boyfriend feel insecure that they can't provide for her, whatever the case might be. But I have had that happen. Sorry, I have seen that happen.
彼氏が異性
So I can't believe
して
this
ほ
one.
しくないって言ったんじゃないかみたいな言ってる人がいて。
Yeah. Dude, you have a boyfriend. It's fine. Who cares? I mean, I guess your parasocials care, but like, you know.
2025年からのこのグラデーションをつけてるの何ってならない？だから本当になんだそれと思って。めちゃめちゃ面白かったんだよね。お前は束縛系やな。ね、本当に仕事に干渉してくる人はもうそんな人いい人じゃない。
Damn, she's fucking farming them. Someone who interferes with your work like that wouldn't be a good person anyway. Damn, you fuck yeah, Matsuri, go fucking farm them. Holy shit. Damn, he's actually serious about this.
だなって思った。祭りの中ではそんなこと。
Wow, okay, Matsuri. Okay, festival.
ちゃん
Okay.
と2025年からグ
Okay.
ラデーションでこう方向をねゆっくりこうびっくりしないようにさ祭りすが急にパタンってなくなっちゃったらびっくりするかなと思ってグラデーションでねやってますので。
Gradually, okay.
はいはいはい。でもね多分最後のコラボ相手
Who is it, Matsuri?
予定なんですけどびっくりすると思う本当に。
I think you'll
で
all
も
be
びっくり
surprised.
すると思うって言いすぎて
Yeah, you're gonna raise people's expectations. Now I'm gonna expect it's fucking Mafu Mafu or something. There are already a lot of people who guess it correctly.
なんか
Wow.
予想して
If it's not Mafu Mafu, I'm gonna be severely
当たってる人
disappointed.
いっぱいいた。
Or Vesper.
そんな大物大物だし
It has to be Mafu
みんな
Mafu.
が7年くらい待ってたかもしれないね。わかんないけど6、7年くらいまだかなやんないのかなもうって思ってた。
Is it Roberu or something? I don't know.
相手
No,
か
it
な
has to be Mafu Mafu or
感
Vesper.
じでございますね。まあでもまだ告知されてないからなんとなくもしかしてって思ってもツイートとかはあんましないでください。わかんない予定だからスケジュールがねちょっとわかんない感じなのでもしかしたらなくなっちゃうかもしれないけど、まあ、一応予定はしてますって感じですね。
Okay.
はい。
Hi.
だったら嬉しいなできたら。キムタクかな絡んだことない絡んだことないじゃないんだよな。絡むこと一生ないだろ。
Okay.
2026年
If it's Mafu Mafu, we have to have a Arusha cam. Okay, we unironically have to get a Rusha cam. We need it, chat. We need it. We need it. Damn. If it's Vesper though, holy, actually, you know what? We're gonna watch fucking Parrot's video after this, but I wanna see a Brandon Orc. Not you. Random the Orc. Okay. Do you still stream? Oh! Oh, you stream almost every day? Wow! Wow! Good for you! Stop it. Okay, midday Zatsus. So maybe he's like either unemployed or he's busy with certain things. Okay. Orc massage. I have played that orc massage game and that other game where you're a escaped orcs. You're an escaped orc, and like people are trying to, women are trying, anime girls rather, are trying to capture you back and like get your seed or something. I don't remember the exact name of the game, but it wasn't orc massage. It was, I think it was named The Impregnation of the Elves or something. Yeah, I think it was The Impregnation of the Elves. Yeah, it was that game. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Damn, good for you, Brandon. You're still active. You still have a small but dedicated viewer base. Good for you. Matara remembers a memory that made her leave Niji. Okay, there's a lot of things we want to... Oh my god, the hate for Pokimane. Okay, there's a lot of things we want to watch here. Okay, I want to watch this one. Okay. The hate for Pokimane. Matara remembers a traumatic memory, and obviously we're gonna watch the... And then there's also this one. Asian racism is just next level rage bait. Okay. Okay. Mambo is out in Uma Musume. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Here's what we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch this. So I'm gonna open new tab. Open link in new tab. And then we're gonna watch this for a bit. Then we're gonna watch the Parrot video. I'll save the Pokimane video for next stream. Okay? Yeah.
Hi.
Oh my god, I just remembered a core memory. In Hollywood, I was doing a stream for something, and then...
Okay, I'm gonna times 1.5 it so we can go through it faster.
Oh my god, I just remembered a core memory. In Hollywood, I was doing a stream for something, and then my coworker came on. Super sweet dude. Love him. Great, sweet angel. One of the funniest people I know. And,
Mister?
I think, like, people were kind of donating back to back to back to back, and I couldn't keep up with that in the game. And so we, like, made a joke where I was like, oh, have you watched Summer Games Done Quick? Hop on, donation read for me. As a joke, obviously, but, like, he was like, yeah, I'm in. So he calls me up. We're on stream. I forget what I was playing. Maybe it was Minecraft. And he just completely perfectly in character starts being like, oh, yeah, save the kids. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. No.
Okay.
But unfortunately, at that time in Hollywood, there was a lot of the fans of the guys didn't like me.
Sure.
And because of that, they would always complain to management about every single interaction that I had with anybody. So...
Could this be Ike? Because I remember a lot of Niji sisters did not like Matara because fucking she made Ike sorry, not Ike, Luca. She made Luca uncomfortable or something because she touches him a lot, but touch or like physical contact is like Matara's like way to show affection or like show trust or whatever. The person here might be Luca. But we'll watch it.
I need you to understand what happened, okay? I need you to understand what happened. What happened is I'm streaming, my coworker comes on, we start making jokes, I get inundated with donos. Thank you, by the way. And we start talking about Summer Games Done Quick, and I'm like, you know what, come here, like, read the donos. Calls me, and he's like, oh, save the kids, by the way. Thank you for the $5 going towards save the, like, completely perfectly in character, super funny bit. I get to play Minecraft. My coworker gets to, like, have his little limelight. Love him to death.
Sure.
That next week or 2 weeks later, in a meeting with my manager was like, yeah, so just so you know, we received complaints that you were forcing your co-highs and you were making them uncomfortable and you were basically like whoring them out for money on your stream.
How? What? I swear to God, man.
And to be clear, like, people were donating before that coworker ever, like, got in.
Wait, kohais? There's Matara does not have a male kohai.
Before they even chatted, like, my coworker was so happy logging in. It was a moment, it was a joke. But again, I think, like, for maybe the core fans of that person or the boys, they didn't know that Summer Games Done Quick was a thing. They didn't know that my coworker was, like, absolutely quoting something that's really, really famous in, like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. It was. I reversed the logic. Never
North
mind.
America and Europe, and like this is a thing. Like me asking them to come on and read donations is not me pimping them out. And even if it was, they wanted to do like, but it was a genuine like thing that I had to do. And
Sure.
I just, like I said, there was a time where I realized I'm like, nothing that I do here will be good enough. I will forever be one mistake away from getting like mega canceled and like
Insane to me. It is insane to me how and it's insane to me how that's exactly what happened. Because when you cultivate a fan base as rabid, as politically motivated, and as like the word I want to say is feral, but feral implies that there's a. It's insane to me how accurate that is.
what I did wasn't a problem, but enough people like made it a problem and got together and sent enough letters to management that a manager had to be like, hey, what is this? Is this true? Explain from your point of view what happened. Because this is really like scary that they're saying that you're doing this. And this, by the way, is all live, like on stream. But it's like, there was just nothing that I could really do, I think. And so instead of sticking around and like waiting to eventually one day get crucified, I was like, nah, I'm out, you guys. Like, I can't just sit here and wait for the guillotine.
Correct decision. And if anybody in Nijisanji En feels that way, yes, leave. At the same time, if you do not interact with other men or other fan bases with the Nijisanji community, Nijisanji En community, maybe you don't need to worry about this too much. But back then, most of the girls were engaging with the boys. So it's hard not to be able to do that. But like right now, yeah, exactly. You are one ChatGPT tweet away from leaving, from being cancelled. You are one not supporting my political cause or being silent about it to getting cancelled. You are one not saying something bad about X streamer away from being cancelled. Unfortunately, that is like that is one of the main problem of Nijisanji En as a fan base. All it takes is one fuck up. One.
Because eventually,
And the problem doesn't even have to be a big deal. It could just be the biggest nothing burger ever. Yep.
like, by the way, everybody makes mistakes. At a certain point, everybody maybe says something they're not supposed to, or maybe somebody has like, oh, maybe they made a joke that was like a little bit harsher or not. And
Sure.
I was like, I'm not even doing this right now. And like, already I'm under this like really weird microscope.
Yeah, you're
that's, like,
stepping on eggshells.
making sure that if I go one step to the left or one step to the right, I'm like weird. Oh, that was another thing. I couldn't have talked about it back then because it would have invited more of this hate. But now that I'm not part of a big corpo,
Hold on, I need to comment on that. I'm so sorry for pausing it a lot, but like she is so right for that. The moment she talks about any of the bad things that she experienced in Nijisanji, especially with the audience, it becomes victim blaming for the audience. And then they start shitting on her for that. Remember when she talked about how there was supposed to be like a secret GC that her genmates made without her? And that, who was she talking to? Was she talking about it to Kyo back then? I don't remember if she was talking about it with Kyo. But she had like a little stream with somebody and she mentioned about the secret GC, and the fact that she brought it up got Nijisanji fans fucking canceling her for even daring to talk about something like that. People have to understand. Etheria, yeah, people have to understand. Niji sisters, the complaints and the criticism they have against HoloLive fans are their exact same problem. Say what you want about HoloLive fans. HoloLive fans are sensitive, overly defensive of their Oshis, and sometimes a lot of them are very vocal about their Oshis not talking to men or whatever. But at least we don't hold, at least HoloLive fans don't hold talents to certain standards. You know what I mean? We don't fucking bum rush them if they say, quote, the wrong things. We don't. Seriously. Was it Alban? Oh, it was Alban. Oh, gotcha.
That happens is me. At least management checked with you. This is the problem. There's many other times that they didn't check with me. They started eventually checking with me with stuff when like it got kind of obvious that I was like kind of being put under this weird scrutiny. But there has been times where I wasn't. And like, you have to think about it too. If there is a big group sponsor and management knows that putting me on there will get them a lot of emails and stuff, even though it's not fair and even though it's not right, wouldn't it be simpler to just take me off a big sponsor? Wouldn't it be simpler to just give that group sponsor to another person?
Wait a minute. I feel like that's big. Hold on, let me listen to that. That's big, right?
Emails and stuff, even though it's not fair and even management knows to. If there is a big group sponsor and management knows that putting me on there will get them a lot of emails and stuff, even though it's not fair and even though it's not right, wouldn't it be simpler to just take me off a big sponsor? Wouldn't it be simpler to just give that group sponsor to another person? So that was the kind of stuff where I'm like, I just felt like I was stuck. I was stuck and like it wouldn't matter.
What did Vox say? Favoritism in Nijisanji didn't exist or something? Something. Okay.
What I did.
Yeah.
That kind of a story at a certain point happened almost every single time I interacted with other members, even members that were my friends. Even when like, you know, Mint and I, for example, we have like a very clear dynamic when we collab together. Didn't matter. So I was like, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. It doesn't matter. I think these people are just waiting with like freaking torches, you know? Like, I gotta go. If I stay here, eventually my house will get burned. It's crazy. Like, I think about it now and I giggle, but at the time, it was really serious.
Yeah.
And it was really bad. And I just felt like I was in a kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't, you know? Smoke, I'm glad you're here now. And like, I do, of course, regret, you know, I'm sad that I couldn't have stayed, but I think what we have now is so good. And
it's better. You actually have big numbers now.
I am proud of myself for having the courage to leave. Yep. But also at the same time, I don't know how proud I can really be of myself for having the courage to leave when like things were so bad that like, how could I stay? How could I stay, you know? I also at a certain point, I'm like,
some sort of survivorship guilt or something?
Oh, it wasn't that courageous to leave because there was no staying. I really do believe staying would have eventually been like one thing away from like a weird
mental breakdown. Okay, sure.
That's one thing, Zoria. I actually think I'm not to sound like an avoidant. I actually think I'm very good at leaving. I think that is one thing about me that is very good. And I've talked about it before. Because I tolerate a lot and because I make a lot of excuses, the reason I think I'm good at leaving is because I actually, when things were bad, I gave examples and ideas of how they could change to inner management. And also like, I tried to do things that I thought could change the narrative or the situation. Like I actually try and give it my best shot So that way, after you give your best shot, it's a lot easier to be like, well, I gave my best shot. Why would I stay? Right? I think it was also different because I had been a streamer for a long time before my Corpo.
Sure.
Yes, the Corpo took me to heights that I hadn't previously had experienced. But what's the point of having this great height if you're crying all the time and you're miserable and your friends are like, hey, I'm glad your job is doing well, but like you're crying, you're miserable, you're stressed, you're a jerk. And I guess it was just one of those things where like, I
wonder who's the jerk. I wonder who's the jerk.
Done it before, I knew that I could do it again. I knew that I could rebuild again. Funny enough, I don't know if I've said this part of it before. Earlier that year, I had told myself that that was my last year that I was gonna seriously try to do content. And if it doesn't work out, then I was gonna leave content creation and I was gonna get a job, probably in the industry, probably doing some kind of partner management. I hate to say it, but I think I'm pretty good at managing people.
Sure.
That year, when I said that it was my last year, and by the way, this is advice that I always give people as well. When people are like, oh, I don't know if I should keep streaming, what should I do? I genuinely give this advice and I mean it. Give it one more year, but don't give it one more year of like, oh, I went live for 8 hours, I had 3 viewers, and then I just streamed for 12 hours the next day. Why do I have 3 viewers? Give it one more year, but like actually, I gave it one more year, but I started doing TikTok. I started doing YouTube. Back then there was no YouTube Shorts. I didn't have money for editing, so I found somebody who was editing my videos. It's a Russian guy that was editing my videos for $50. But then what I had to do is I had to basically write the whole video script. I had to go into my 8-hour VOD and be like, cut this, cut that, and he would just kind of snip it together. I did my own thumbnail. I did all that stuff. So I gave it one last year.
But you
I
went
actually
all out. You went all out.
Gave it a year. You know, instead of streaming, like 7 days a week for 10 hours and wondering why I'm not getting more viewers, I streamed five days a week, 6 hours, and I was like, okay, other days, like I was doing TikTok, I was doing YouTube, I was doing that stuff. So, fun fact, that year, I had a really crazy, like wild, out of the ordinary dream when I was, quote unquote hustling. I said, and I said this to Teak, I said, wouldn't it be crazy if I got 100K on YouTube before the end of the year? I was doing YouTube, I was doing TikTok. Auditions came, I auditioned. By the time I was getting through to the auditions, my YouTube content started quote unquote popping off. Let me explain. When you have 3K on YouTube, you're getting 200 views, 100 views. My YouTube started getting 5, 10, 15K views. My subscribers were growing. By the time I had joined agency, I had 25K on YouTube. I know it would have been hard to try and hit 100K, but you have to understand the way YouTube works. Once you're on the come up, it is so much easier to come up faster and faster and faster. So I did end up hitting 100K on YouTube that year, by the way, because of the Corpo, right? Like I joined and then I did end up hitting the 100K.
Yes.
But I did always have that kind of like in my back pocket of...
So you decided to... You wanted to leave since 2022. I'm understanding that correctly, right? She's wanted to leave since 2022. That was...
I had before this...
That's peak of their year. That was peak for them. Damn.
Big TikTok, YouTube growing really fast, Instagram, all these other things growing. So I was like, I think I could still be okay if I left because I kind of proved to myself that like I could still do it.
You were able to do it. Yes.
I could still do it. So I think that helped a lot. But yeah, that's always my advice to people. If you are like, I think I'm going to quit, give it one more year, but give it like the most serious one more year. Like not just, oh, I'm going to stream sometimes.
For
like,
them. Yeah, no, I know for them. Yeah.
Really call it like, pretend like you're going to die after this, Like, what's your 1 year of like, okay,
Lol, okay.
I'm locking in. That was my lock-in year. So, and I think just seeing the work that my lock-in year did for me also reminded me of like, hey, I know what I'm doing. I could do it again. I know what I like to do. I know that there's an audience for this.
Okay.
I know that me being quote unquote an older person on the internet, there are other older people on the internet that don't necessarily want to see a screen filled with like alerts and notifications. And don't get me wrong, right? Like I love our alerts. If somebody
you saw a market and you took advantage of it because that's you knew you saw a market and you took advantage of it because you knew there were very few people in the industry that fulfilled that market. Smart. Very smart even.
50 gifted or 5 gifted back to back to back. It's awesome and it's great. But there is a certain niceness of like not having just the stream be all alerts or all that, or like super high energy, or talking about things that like maybe aren't, you know, that we can't relate to. So I just knew, I'm like, if I am that person on the internet, there are others like me. And I think eventually they'll find me and I'll find them. And that's okay.
Hey, good for her. Wow. No, seriously, like really good for her. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Watching that is like one of those things that make you think. I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah. Alright. Parrot video
There
time.
is one woman still in Nijisanji
Parrot
who
video time. Parrot video time.
manages to be successful. How? Don't worry, we'll get into that.
What's this? Huh?
But besides her,
Kurosanji?
every other woman remaining there is just in a perpetual hell.
Wait. Millie 32 grand. 60 cents. Wow.
Even compared to the schizo girls Corpo, they are losing on every metric. So what is Niji En's solution? Debut more males!
Not
And just
wrong.
make them look like characters from that one Chinese app for lonely women who have been spending billions on virtual boyfriends.
Holy based. Hold on, we sped up. It's not supposed to be sped up. But holy based.
I am your guide, Parrot Fortune, and this is me kicking a dead cow.
Oh, what the? Oh, what the? It just won't die.
Everyone
Sure.
outside Nijisanji hates Nijisanji. Everyone in Nijisanji is miserable. Everyone in Nijisanji is trying to get out of Nijisanji. Except Scarlet. Scarlet is happy. She doesn't make the most money. Doesn't she literally make the most in Niji En at this point?
No.
More than Box? This is the October number.
I assume this is 2024. Oh, that's huge. That's huge.
Happy brown lady!
She's all levels of brown, by the way.
Scarlet doesn't care because she's barely a Niji and doesn't interact with any of them unless forced.
Yes.
Get hyped!
Yes.
What color of your top are you wearing today?
Oh, okay.
Never watched a single stream of hers, but I've jumped into her countless times.
Understandable, she's
Please,
hot.
God, just remove her from Niji. Her model is so hot.
Spicy Latina butthole.
True. This was her best
Queen
model.
of Nijisanji En. I, Luna, didn't do as well as expect. Apologize.
F is for friends that do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for...
In is for.
I,
Oh.
Luna, lose the pink midget.
Oh.
All of a sudden, top earners. I'm not even surprised. $23,000
Oh.
divided by 3 equals 7.9k pre-taxes. I mean, not bad if that's her monthly average and you're not including merch, memberships, and sponsorships. Let's go, brown lady. Scarlet farts on screen multiple times. Fans go into full degenerate mode and want more. I wish that Scarlet was comfortable.
You know what? Good.
Enough to fart on stream more! The puffs!
The poofs. Oh, I know exactly the sound they're talking about. You know what Scarlet should do, though? You know what Scarlet should do? I think she should just show her feet.
Puffs! We get sometimes ain't enough!
Why do you want me to bark?
Bark, bark. Bow, bow. Bow, bow. Stop it! Stop
Okay, actually, I think I understand why people really want to stick with Scarlet so much. She is literally that groomable indie, but in a big corpo. You guys know it. I know it. No need to deny it. You know what I mean? It just is what it is, man. Let's be honest with ourselves here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. I think she would fit actually in Phaser via Laura. You're correct. Yeah.
All of were begging for her, by the way, and says she's one of the good ones. Not wrong. I am not entirely sure, but I think this is who she shares an audience with. God damn it! Why is she still in the dog company? VTubers outside of Hollow Garden be like,
True.
If he ain't like this, leave him.
Okay. I don't have that cock, so you're not wrong. Also, $2?
This
What?
of all people pretending to have female fans and not exclusively male couple. Nandayo, BT
What's
can't
wrong with
stop
that?
thinking about and she knows her audience. My appeal is
Yeah, what's wrong with that, huh? You got something against Gooners, buddy?
based.
You don't have to like what I like.
Oh, she's so
I
hot.
like what I like. And I like what I like because I like mommies.
To be fair, they are good. Correct.
Get objectified.
Scarlet is the best.
Objectified.
Bark, bark. Girl, awooga.
Awooga! Okay, Callie, you're getting too much into it.
She's a fat Fujo.
So, I don't know if this is too much of a personal question. Does anyone here have experience with stuff?
More to love.
Okay.
Clamps. Yes.
You freak!
Funny how this guy refuses to draw the rest of Niji after the black screen, but still does cut.
Mythic Arts. I know Mythic Arts, okay.
Because she uses his art so consistently and was one of the only members not implicated. She has also commissioned him a few times.
Couldn't resist, huh? You couldn't click away. You just had to click on the
Miori Celesta. I
with
love
the
this
girl with the
bitch.
bikini. Oh, look at you! You're so pathetic and so disgusting and so gross. Ew!
Okay, Miori.
Imagine getting baited. Imagine. So pathetic.
Okay.
My beloved
Okay.
Saidoshi. She's an anomaly. And
Miori Celesta is unironically like one of the best LARPers out there. She does not get enough love, my bros.
ironically carrying Niji En despite her 3-view status.
True. True. This was a thing since back then too. What's this? God damn. 1k USD, okay. Jesus fucking Christ, chat.
I've got what you need, Unicorn Bros. No male collabs here. No collabs at all, actually. Something is
Let's
off
fucking
in
go.
Nijisanji English. Love letter to my amazing chato.
Get some help because this is not normal.
Oh, fuck you.
Absolutely not normal, bro.
It is.
Really highly encourage you to please get some help or
No.
talk to someone about
No.
this. Not me. I'm just a virtual anime girl on the internet here to make people laugh. I'm not your therapist. Talk to someone,
No.
but not me.
My
Talk to
VTubers are my therapists. My female therapists, my waifu
someone
therapists.
that you
No.
actually know. Like
Does every woman have MB? Not that I'm complaining. She's crazy. But I want her to pick me. This is normal Scarlet
I don't know
content.
about that.
Now you know why she has such low viewers but high super chats. High super chats. Dozens of $2 supers is high super chat.
Yes, because it adds up, you retard.
I don't have the recent number, but this was her total in 2024.
Damn. 200 grand, dude. Even if that's only 100 grand, because Nijisanji takes half, it's like, that's still pretty huge. 100k in fucking, Jesus Christ, man. Christ. That is so fucking good. True, that's like 100,000 $2 super chats.
Oh, let's make it draw.
She has more streams in here than days. True.
You aren't ready for this Scarlet Hole. I just wish she weren't talking a baby voice every 3 seconds.
Happy 9 months, chat. Also, I'm pregnant.
That's how you talk to... Wasn't there like a study that says that like a girl's voice goes higher the more in love or the more vulnerable or something they are with the person they're talking to? So that's literally a good thing. Why are we complaining about the good thing? It means that Scarlet loves you, fuckheads. Are you people retarded? Damn.
It's yours, chat. It's yours.
Guys, times are rough. Buying a house feels like a scam. The mortgage and IRS are me, and I did not know weddings were this expensive. Hurry up and marry me, you And yes, YouTube still demonetizes and age restricts me all the time. Please spare some change over at Patreon or buy gamer subs using code Parrot.
Poor
Not going
Parrot,
anywhere
dude.
anytime soon. Trust me.
Thank you.
Bro's still getting fucked.
Thank you.
Your guesses?
What the fuck is
Face
that?
or Hololive?
Your other crimes is being born because you should have been aborted.
Niji
Oh,
wave
God.
8. Niji En is in wave 12.
Oh god. Jesus Christ, man.
Gotta be Face. No other company would allow this.
What's she talking about?
Now, what happens when you just add the salsa music to the background of a Latino person screaming?
What's he yapping about? What are you fucking talking about?
Another one bites the dust. You will not win. You never win. You lose. You are a loser. Rip Canigato.
I see the vision. I'm gonna tell you that much.
Opportunity of the lifetime. It's Holo. Lol, yep. VTuber, 2 views. VTuber Holo, 20k views. According to on BT, this is EN5.
Huh?
We can do great things together. You and I.
Come home,
Okay, buddy.
Yana. We saw her first. Step aside. Not so fast. Nijisanji En is out of top 10 now. What went wrong? Face beating Nijisanji En is not a meme anymore. Where the f is Bishoyo?
They have been for a while now, actually.
This guy? Oh, yeah. We met in summer camp for grown-ups. It lasted like 3 to 5 years, I think. Yeah, move.
If something was going wrong, Nijisanji En would still be in the top 10. This, my friend, is what we call correction. Feedback consequences.
Correction.
Hey, I guess you don't want it now, but we have a life too. Hey, great, listen. Save the boat and mail it to
Dude, chats, it's fucking... It's like one of those fucking techie... Remember when Robin Hood got fucked in the ass? Because of that Reddit, or the subreddit, where they shorted GameStop and whatever, and they were going with shit like, I have lives too, man, I have people to feed and whatever. Like, holy shit, nah, man. You expect people to pity you? Fucking go kill yourself.
last year when I might have cared. Unironically losing to Face Connect. Jesus Christ! Oh, look, the Nijisanji English jet is sinking.
Seek the art, get them for everything they got.
Lazy f***s, most of them! Just look at those stream hours!
Hey, man. Not his fault.
You can cure En Bitwing, but you have to kill all of Nijisanji En. Would you do it? You asking if I'd kill over 30 innocent people to cure a hobby? Innocent people?
Damn. They really do not like Nijisanji. Holy shit.
Still dropping. Those damn unsub bots are still at it.
Oh, I've seen this. Okay, so again, I've explained this in multiple videos now. But YouTube, because of the way they work, people unsubscribe from your channel. Everyone has a bleed in subscribers but it's up to the YouTube channel on whether or not they gain more than they bleed. But if a YouTube channel is stagnating, they usually always lose subs. This is a cute Saba skin. Saba.
Oh, no, Niji sisters! Why aren't you supporting your dying livers? Cool, they can have 500k and 1 mil party again, lol. Still the defining VTuber moment of 2024. It was the funniest ever!
Jesus. I wonder how people are.
Still find it super funny. Me and another Anon had the same idea. They could have gotten away with everything if they had simply shut the f up and did nothing. Never not funny to think about. The image compares February of 2024 to February of 2025 for non-Japanese tuba groups. The bars are combined watch time followed by year change, average CCB, hour streamed, number of streams, and number of streams above 10k CCB.
What the fuck are these? What the fuck is this? 6, 7? 6, 7? Yep.
6, 7.
6, 7. 6, 7.
Okay. Oh, I know this meme! The skeleton!
You're a cancer. You're a stain and a cancer. You are a narcissistic piece of shit. You are a asshole. A bad person. You're a genuinely bad person with no regard for anybody except for yourself.
Damn,
you are
Peepa.
genuinely a piece of shit.
God fucking damn, what the fuck was that? Somebody help! Oh my god!
New Nijisanji wave!
Okay.
Every new Nijisanji has to be either mixed or male exclusive. Haha, when was the last time Nijisanji even had an all-female wave? Obsidia? Etheria? That was 8 waves ago!
That's a lot of waves.
It's really funny how female VTubers have like some actual variety in terms of age and shape and so on. But male VTubers that aren't novelty post designs are basically the exact same bishy boy copy and paste over and over and
Yes, because that's what works. That's unironically what works. So what a lot of these sort of male... They literally just follow the Ikemen route. You know what I mean? I feel like I understand why it's harder to give design variety for males. Because to make male fashion, you either go the traditionally good-looking masculine way or you go the JoJo route. It's really hard.
over and 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 over. To be fair, Box tried to go with the Muscleman route and Hobo Samurai. You can see how that turned out. Free Odor. This wave stinks. Free Odore. Who is coming up with these names, man?
I actually do like the new gen's names because they're simple and easier to remember.
Willie Dustis, Onsen Sweeney, Scott Dorkew, Ray McScriff, Mike Truck, Mario Mackerelwain, Bobson Dugnut.
2 of them don't even get surnames? New Nijisanji wave looking like generic Fujibate shit.
Yep. That's usually how it goes, yes. Oh shit!
Same
You're not
face
wrong.
syndrome aside, I genuinely have to wonder what brainworm that would invade your mind that would convince you to join this company at this point. It's like the stove analogy. It's so hot, you know not to touch it. But these lot are smashing their faces up against it.
I mean, it's literally like what I said earlier about like the Nijisanji auditions. If you're a guy, go for it.
In Joker!
Oh, true, Joker. Okay, I
Was
just
he
get
making
it.
fun of the world famous Tasumi stream with this debut?
Oh, I'm What? Put your
this real? Is it real?
All over my soft.
Only 21K came to watch the new Niji males.
That's around how many people came to watch Luxium.
Now, weakness! Cock! Nijian! Second stream! En!
English! Speak English!
Motherfucker.
Speak English!
Well, how else is he gonna ensure his finances are somewhat seeable?
Okay,
Hide
retard.
your sons! Why they all have the best per chin?
I, Vesper Noir, am a...
Because they're trying to mog, dude. That's what everyone's doing. Get with the times.
furry.
Because Vesper was the peak of male Chuba! Good, he's dead now! We need to fix male VTuber designs! Because this is shit! The female designs are extremely buried, mostly prioritizing recognizability. Completely different, completely different, completely different. The male designs are only differentiated by their clothes and hair. The same man wearing...
Yeah, I don't think it's the fault of Nijisanji for that. It's just, again, males are just harder to design. There's a reason why all fucking, like, male characters in every anime kind of looks the same, right? It's really hard. It really is. That's why, like, in terms of fashion... people usually want to go with, like, women. For that exact reason.
It's the same male design found in every gacha game or Fujo material on Earth. Rather than recognizable, this is intended to be desirable to Asian women. We need to go back to simple designs. It's too late. All the simple designs have been used, Anon. You know how women hate it when they wear the same outfit with their friends. They have to be unique. Girls, ew, I can't believe she's wearing the same outfit as me. Boys, we can walk behind each other and look like we're going really fast. Sometimes new designs get it right.
Is it hello? Is there in here? Hello?
I'm retarded. I don't know what that means.
Did VTuber design peak with virtual gorilla? Many people say yes! Ada Shota! Then give it to someone who actually wants to keep the model! It's time to stop playing it safe with generating B-shonen and embrace the weird!
Let it out!
Let me out!
Let it out!
Unironically this, give us some monster boys that actually look like monsters instead of Ikemen with horns! Are there any Shota-looking characters in Nijisanji then?
I remember Virtual Gorilla. Holy shit, you're not wrong. Oh my god.
Shut up, femboy.
Alright.
Shut up and open the door, femboy.
Okay.
Why do femboy?
Get groomed.
Femboy. Come on, femboy.
Not a fair argument. He's voiced by a woman. Proof. I'm going to be mad if it...
Most shonen protagonists, when they're young, are voiced by a woman. Because women are able to copy, like, that guy that just hit puberty kind of voice. I mean, again, chat, Goku is voiced by a fucking woman, dude. Goku!
Straight all along!
I'm a boy! I'm a boy! Not a girl! Boy! Boy! I am a boy! Boy!
You'd have that. It's like a different. It's gotta feel good if you're a woman, and people assume you're a woman because you sound too much like a boy. That's gotta be like a testament to your skill.
Blocks your path.
Your little pussy belongs to me.
Okay. Okay,
You're
buddy.
gonna learn to do what I tell you to.
Counterpoint. In fact, all of them.
Mutant annihilation. Kill muties. Behead muties. Roundhouse kick a mutie into the concrete.
Sure.
Maybe that's why they aren't popular at all. I guess sisters only want...
This is a truth. This is actually truth, Nuke. There's a reason why when Holostars En got announced, they got shit on, was because even if their design was unique, it ultimately wasn't handsome or appealing. That's unfortunately the truth. It's why most female audiences that even came from Nijisanji really only went to like fucking Regis and Axel for that exact fucking reason. Altare doesn't count as handsome. Well, I mean, Altare can count as handsome, but like basic handsome. Like, you know how anime guys are supposed to look? You know how people say that Megumi is supposed to be handsome or some bullshit? Yeah. Then fucking Gojo stands next to him. Obviously, people find Gojo more attractive and more memorable. So even if Megumi is handsome, not enough people really care too much. You know what I mean? Like that's the problem.
Standard twink.
True, and Vesper got all the girls. True.
Majority of sisters are underage K-pop fujos. Shocking! 100k subscribers already!
Yes.
Legion Bros, we're so back! What went so right?
That's huge. These are huge.
How is this even a question in 2025? Nijisanji pretty much has the male VTuber monopoly.
That's also correct.
Aster still hasn't found his ingredients. 0 view to 1 view is an upgrade too. It's really cool Niji's giving 0 views that chance to not make money and steal their money. Males, they will be 4 views, Scope and Sith. Not even Luxium are 4 views these days.
Huh. Is that true? Is that true?
Who the fuck still wants to be in after
true.
all the...
I mean, fuck, I just made a video about this. Of course that's true. Am I retarded?
Push those 1 view fests from Twitch. Smart move from Niji. Women are unfaithful and easily bored, so they need new male flesh to suck on every 4 months. Reminder that this flopping stain branch isn't even in the top 10 anymore.
True.
Predictions! 1 BTA skipper, 1 Nepo hire, 1 desperate 0 view, Aster using the same totally not a voice changer pirate software uses.
Blizzard Entertainment.
Does pirate software use a voice changer?
87 days since last stream! Make sure no one finds the body, ever!
I didn't know that.
The Vampire Slayer is actually graduating! Mel sends her regards. She literally just got a new outfit, what the fuck?
Hey, good for her.
Come, Kotoka, have a seat.
True, that's kind of cute actually.
Aren't you tired? Oh. Why did she do it, bros? Help!
Why did she do it? Help!
Now she can say without having to deal with Niji sisters chimping out.
Say the word. Say the word that's funny.
When will this come back? Currently composing her 1,000-page Google Docie. It'll work, trust! She's currently with Box. It's...
Prediction! Wait a minute, when was that made? Ah, fuck, Parrot, no dates. Holy shit!
Page Google
That
Docie.
was actually unironically a prediction. Or even an insider.
Currently with Box. It's funny because it's true!
I recognize this person. That's Kuro. I don't know who this person is. Is that Kason? Oh, that's Kason. Who's that other person? I don't know who this is. Beatrice. Yeah, I've seen her around. I don't know who this person is. Yep.
Last stream 8 months ago. She's finally the better.
That's Fulgur? Yeah, I know it's
missing
Fulgur.
her. Please don't ever forget me. It's me, Peto. Why does she keep getting a split thread with Enier? Because we have autism. Petra hasn't streamed in a year. No one ever talks about this. What the fuck?
Because it's not relevant.
In her igloo until all the dust is settled. Rumao! Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Guys, let me explain real quick. The dust never settles. Last stream 1 year ago. This is the longest, most drawn-out graduation in VTubing history. Not even the longest hiatus.
I guess this was made before the fucking comeback from Petra.
Nijisanji, tweets non-stop. lmao, I miss her stupid penguin laugh sometimes.
Aww.
It does take years to graduate from university, yes. You'd know that too if you finished high school. Yeah, but even Mume was still able to stream sometimes while studying. There's no reason
That's
this girl...
not, I mean, people take these sorts of, people take these, like, responsibilities differently. I feel like we can't, I don't really want to hold that against, Petra. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Wouldn't be able to. New Nijisanji En debut? She has been gone for so long. She had to debut again. Maternity break over.
What? Damn.
It looks like they want her to shield her merch. Guess they don't want another raw situation.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay. What the fuck is this edit, parrot? What the fuck is this parrot? What the
Chances
fuck
this is the usual
parrot?
sudden surge in activity before graduation. 1.5 year hiatus. Only returns to shield merch. Leaves. Petra swimming herself to get inside the holosphere. I participated in Koyori-san's queue. I was so nervous that I couldn't...
To be fair, Petra joined Nijisanji because... Okay, so for context, before Petra joined Nijisanji, she was a clipper herself. Bro is an OG VTuber fan, okay? So I feel like we can't really put that against her. I feel like she's sincere when she says that.
Talk much, doesn't stream and ignores her fans for over a year straight because of reasons. Manages to show up for Hololive event. Bro! Merch name Nijisanji Prison. What did they mean by this? What were they thinking?
Oh, wait. Hold on. Chat. Wait, can we gamble on the idea that there were probably a lot of Nijisanji En fans, the Westoids at least, that were super angry about why they're cops? I can.
Hey guys!
Oh, hi.
Go to hell!
True.
Okay. Go to hell! Everybody, go to hell!
Niji JP!
Okay.
Melokoko!
She's JP. Like, no matter how you spin it, Meloko's JP. Like, come on, man.
The damage mainly involved secretly recording the VTubers who operate while hiding their faces while they were at work and disseminating the footage to third parties. What the f is wrong with these people? Inform the company privately. The recorded VTubers get fired and sued for slander. Nijisanji En can die for all I care. What matters is Niji JP being unaffected. Oh god! It's correct.
I mean, hold on, let me reread that.
Inform the company privately. The recorded VTubers get fired and sued for slander. Nijisanji En can die for all I care. What matters is Niji JP being unaffected. Oh god!
I feel like that's true. I can actually believe that Riku would say that. I can actually believe it. If you ask me, do you really believe it? The answer is yes. Damn.
Oh, it's Kore with a steel chair!
With a steel chair!
It's real, it's not a joke! Nicolor investigated the photos and found that they were taken by a musician from a company hired by them. Also, the dude's name is Jab!
Yes. Yeah, bye. It's like foreshadowing.
Putrid. You're putrid.
Nice. Hi, Sayu. Oh. Oh, Rita Takahashi based? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry, that wasn't Rita Takahashi, that was Rem, sorry.
But wait, there's more. Mikineko voiced an anime Jab Entertainment worked on.
I remember!
Mikineko is such a psychotic menhera, she probably him, not the other way around.
Hey.
I can actually get behind that. If you feature with me in your anime, I'll fuck you. If you don't, I'll fuck you harder. You don't have a choice.
How's it going, baby? You're looking sexy today.
Yes.
I've been thinking about you.
Jab Entertainment, named Jab, enacts jabs against Niji's AKB and Kana Hanazawa. You can't make this shit up.
Yabai!
Even AKB48, my idol blackmail head for real, literally named Jab. I can't get over this. Character named for their plot role. It literally reinforced the fact that Niji is a dastardly villain from a Saturday morning cartoon. New Niji drama again.
That's just how it works, man. Can't do nothing about it.
Okay, this guy didn't actually harass anyone. Unlike these other two, he did some GTA roleplay.
True, Kana is innocent.
Where
Don't
this other
leave
Niji
my
girl
goat alone.
was kept hostage and kinda bullied by some guys. But the girl was completely fine with it as it was just an RP. You can't the willing Kaneko Lumi.
True! Do you have any fucking idea how much I want to be like, I want to be like raped by something? Like, I don't know. Yeah, you can't rape the unwilling. Exactly. The willing, sorry.
We love women.
Open the door, you Open it.
Open it.
Open it.
Oh, that's Ainalote or something.
Open it.
I think.
Why Scarlet doesn't leave Nijisanji makes no sense to me. But her almost never interacting with any other Nijis and somehow being the most successful in the branch is very telling. Nijisanji En is just a Fujo pandering branch now, and I just hope there aren't any more twisties who are.
I mean, unfortunately, that's the truth. Yeah, but something. I'm talking about monster girls, dude. Yeah. Holy shit, what a video. Watch this before it gets demonetized by YouTube again. Wait, is that a thing? That happens? Damn. Damn. How we've gone so far. Oh, this is crazy. Raito lived 2 days. Only 2 days. And even then, it wasn't that much of a good existence, I'm gonna be honest with you. Bro only had like a couple days before getting booted. You know what I mean? Damn. Let's look at other videos. Okay, what we're gonna do, chat, is we're going to watch the... What's the fucking name of this thing called? The hate for Pokimane. I've seen the hate for Bibi No Money. I've seen the hate for Ludwig. Now I want to look at this. It's not necessarily VTuber related. It's only loosely creator adjacent something. But we'll watch.
By War Thunder. More about that later.
Sure.
So over the years, the meta or the go-to for streaming and content creation has changed significantly. Where at the start it was mainly about streamers just playing games and talking to their chat, and probably the pinnacle of those streams back then would be the streamer hitting an epic clip or their family member coming in without knowing they're live and embarrassing them.
Go to the bathroom and take a now.
Hey.
Bathroom and now.
What?
Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you. Get off.
Hey,
go to the bathroom.
Get out.
Go to the bathroom.
Wait, what's the context for this? Holy shit, what?
Around this time, streaming was mostly about the gameplay and the personality of the streamer. However, in the current day, it's more about clip farming.
True.
You really think I'm case?
Bro, stop it. What are you doing?
Where's my shake? Shake that ass! Drive!
Cringe. Stop it, dude. That's kind of cringe. That's so fucking cringe.
It's more about drama.
XQC is like Jekyll and Hyde, because who XQC is on stream is like a really brash person.
Isn't it Jekyll and Hyde, not Jekyll and Hyde? English major, by the way. And it's more about producing
Dude, who cares?
pure rage bait, so that clip, like clip farming, is then taken from your stream and spread throughout the internet, where people will openly criticize you and judge your character, even though it was probably intentional and maybe even staged for that desired effect.
What?
Your account has been deactivated.
DoorDash?
Now they see that poor guy's gonna be broke now. Bro, send him like 250.
Okay. 250, bro. What? At least 5. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not sending him $500.
Bro, you his shit.
Huh?
You his shit.
Okay, but he knew the risk giving someone his DoorDash account.
Yeah, but
What?
I told him you were gonna be a regular fucking dasher.
Was I not?
Bro, you were eating the food, you fucking fatty.
Okay, I had a little snack.
And the result of this is free pub.
Oh my god, wait a minute. I would have been one of the people, I would have been one of the retards going into that person's comment section and like throwing hands. I would have. Holy shit. That was actually my litmus test. I actually get rage baited super easily.
Publicity and an increase in hate watchers, both benefiting you until in some cases it gets too much to the point where people take the bait way too seriously and maybe they start preying on your downfall or even threatening your life, and results in you having to come clean and break both the character and the illusion that it's organic to tell people that you were just doing it for content for your own safety.
But yeah, I just got it's a weird threat. Like normally it's the normal shit like, oh, self, or oh, I'm gonna find you and murder you. But this one was just a little different. I don't know how to explain it. It was just a little different.
I doubt it.
This is just how streaming is nowadays. But what if, stay with me now, if there was a streamer that's been streaming for well over a decade, they've been very successful in their streaming career, they're actually known throughout the streaming space, but they've also had their fair share of controversies, they've said things that sometimes don't make sense or contradict what they've previously stated.
And we hate the rich. Anyway. Too much. Aren't you the rich? No! Like the ultra rich, the ultra giga rich.
She is though. I feel like the problem, I mean, when your sentiment is like that, I feel like you have to recognize the idea that even if like you wanna eat the rich, so to speak, you have to recognize that you have the power to do something. You know what I mean? You're more capable, or you're in the position to do something that 99% of humanity cannot do. I feel like instead of whining about it on Twitter, what if you actually do something about it too? You know what I mean?
And you cannot tell if what they say and do they mean, or it's just really successful rage bait. But either way, it's produced a similar effect regardless, where people regularly express their somewhat disdain for them. People will clip anything said that can be deemed even remotely controversial to profit on their hate for them. And another thing which is common on the internet right now, which is if they happen to be even remotely close to the supposed ancient age of 30, they will be constantly reminded of that fact, and by that time they should have had a significant other, kids, and weirdly enough that their eggs are close to expiring. Yeah,
okay.
They're hated that much. Maybe the internet was a mistake. But that streamer and content creator I vaguely described is Pokimane, someone that a few years ago actually had an overwhelmingly positive reputation, but in the current year it's drastically changed to the point where it appears there's more hate for her than anything else, and day by day it only gets worse. But before we get into why she's hated, the controversies that may have brought about said hate, and if she deserves the hate, we first need to know who Pokimane is.
There's a reason it's called compulsive masturbator. It's not like something...
Okay, listen, bro. You have a legitimate issue. Go see a doctor. Like a dude with a legit PhD. That ain't me.
So Pokimane, or Amin Irys, was born on the 14th of May 1996 in the country of Morocco. Now, not a lot is known about her earlier life, except she would move from Morocco to Quebec, Canada at the age of 4, which I imagine must have been terrible, with the average resident of Quebec not only speaking French,
French!
But also speaking barely translatable English, you're probably better off trying to communicate with the inhabitants of the North Sentinel Island, who have been isolated from other humans and the world for at least 30,000 years, than trying to communicate with any Quebecian that claims they speak English.
No, yeah.
I mean...
I've seen some of these documentaries, but none of that. Hey, the game government, no sample, I
have no idea what
Is he rapping?
But slander to the side, Maine would make her start on the internet in June of 2013 at around the age of 17, where she would create her account on the Twitch platform and begin streaming under the guise of wanting to find other people that also played games, as in her own words, she didn't know anybody or have anyone to play with in her entire city. She began streaming the same time she created the account, going under the name Pokimane, which apparently was a name produced by mixing her name with the name of the Pokemon franchise. I am surprised Nintendo hasn't sued her yet with their track record. At the start of her streaming career, she would mainly stream League of Legends whilst also still being in high school, and around this time is when one of her infamous moments would occur that is still brought up to this day, which was her ripping the N-word whilst playing League of Legends because a person in her chat said her stream was boring.
Oh my god, well, like, I'm not a girl, so I can't get as many viewers as... Nick, you ain't funny. That's not true. Maybe you're just boring as and lame as hell.
Oh my god. I wish you uncensored that. That's actually kind of fucking funny.
Cause only lame say that shit. Sorry, get mad.
This would be a clip that would forever haunt Pokimane in the future, mainly used whenever she spoke out about racism.
Ever racist. I have no prior history of any racist behavior.
But years
no,
later,
I genuinely think that she forgot she said that or did that. That happens all the time. Chat, I'm gonna be real with you. That happens to a lot of people. You'd be surprised how common it is. Yeah.
Would give an excuse for this, saying she was still young, she didn't mean it in a derogatory way, and it was a different time back then. Which, to speak on the last point, she wasn't really wrong. Take one step into a MW2 lobby around that time, and you'd probably be educated on a slur for almost every ethnicity. But despite her reasoning, it is still brought up to this day, even if it is now over 2 decades old. But back to the start of her career, she would only really stream League of Legends, something she continued to do for the next few years, even when she had graduated from high school and began studying chemical engineering at McMaster University in Ontario. Poki would always find some time to stream from her dorm room whilst attending classes, sometimes back to back and enduring 9 to 12 hour days, apparently just so she could get some spare time to maintain her streaming schedule, which resulted in her building her audience and platform to the point where in 2015 she was making enough money to pay for things like her school by herself. And she was also getting recognized by Twitch, getting her own area for fan meetups at TwitchCon. Around this time, people were not only watching her for the League content, but also for Pokimane. The personality behind the gameplay, from the way she would interact with people in her chat to her segments like Dr. Pucky, where she would speak directly to people in her chat and try to solve their problems, which resulted in some weird interactions like this.
So my second issue is I'm a compulsive masturbator, right? I masturbate fucking like 10 times a day.
That's a lie. Nobody does that.
You know what I mean? I don't know how to stop. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you had this issue. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure you have this issue.
I'm
what?
asking advice.
Can't say I've ever had that issue, but
Okay, let's not kid ourselves. At least one person watching that stream was choking the chicken. That interaction was the only evidence I needed. And the only evidence I need that you're going to develop your next heroin-like addiction is with the sponsor of today's video, War Thunder. Something you've definitely heard about on this channel and probably when perusing the internet, most likely in the context of people complimenting the anime girl decals. But if you haven't heard, War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game on the internet right now, and it's completely free to play on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and mobile. A game where you can take control of over 2,500 vehicles, both modern and old, from aircrafts to the sea to ground-based vehicles. So there's something for everyone. And with how optimized the game is, even with the in-depth detail of the vehicles that are modeled almost exactly to their in real-life counterparts, and the beautiful graphics, this game can still run on low-end machines. Your toaster could probably run it. For legal purposes, that is probably not true. I personally love realistic mode's ground battles, but there's also an arcade mode for that quick boost of dopamine, and a simulator mode which gives you the most authentic experience. So while you're really stressed out
and you think you're dying, you can do it 10 times in a row. It's probably not healthy though. True.
Than ever to play War Thunder for free and join a...
I mean... I feel like, I don't know, because it's like... the human body can really only take of that so much, you know?
Community of more than 95 million players.
I don't even jack off that much in a day.
By using my links in the description and pinned.
Sorry, I don't even jack off once a day. Jesus.
Comment. New and returning players who haven't played in 6 months will get a massive bonus pack for PC and consoles. There are multiple premium vehicles, the exclusive Eagles of Valor vehicle decorator, 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of premium. Thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Going back to Pokimane, she was gathering momentum to the point where it looks like the streaming thing could work out, and she was also making a decent chunk of change doing it. But she was still a student. In fact, she had just finished her 2nd year of her chemical engineering degree, and she only had 1 more year left, where after she could freely explore her options from there. But feeling as though this opportunity wouldn't last much longer, she would decide to put her degree on hold and take a gap year to try out streaming full time. Something her parents didn't exactly agree with, but after seeing her revenue and reassuring them if things didn't work out she would only be missing a year of school, they were somewhat fine with it.
Through my last year, and I streamed part-time. And then I said, fuck this shit, I'm out 2 years into my chemical engineering degree.
What did your parents say?
Well, honestly, I kind of, I was like, hear me out. I did a PowerPoint. I was like, look at my income. He's doing this. Look at my college debt. He's doing this.
And the result of this was that she would never be returning to school or finish her degree because her streaming career would start to skyrocket at the start of 2017. She would now be averaging over 3,000 concurrent viewers, a figure that would only continue to grow in tandem with the launch of games like Fortnite's Battle Royale. Poki began streaming Fortnite at its peak alongside League of Legends, which would result in her viewership exploding, and she would receive over 450,000 followers just that year. Around this time, she would also get the opportunity to become one of the founding members of a content creation group called Offline TV, alongside other large streamers like Lily Pichu, Skara, and Pokelols. Although a lot of the founding members would eventually leave, resulting in Lily Pichu and Skara being the only surviving founding members. Pokimane would move to LA following the decision to join Offline TV, and around the beginning of 2018, she would win the Shorty Award for Streamer of the Year. From the outside, things were going very well for Pokimane. She was now averaging over 10,000 viewers per stream, a number that would still only continue to grow, and she would also see success on other platforms like YouTube, eventually reaching over 1 million subscribers. However, towards the end of 2018 is where people would begin to question Pokimane's character, as since she was getting popular, she had started to somewhat refine her on-stream behavior and image as a whole compared to previous years, and people were beginning to wonder if she truly was this wholesome and kind person she had built her brand on, or was it all fake? A sentiment that would continue to grow as the years went on.
I feel like
and as
you
she surrounded
shouldn't give a shit. Just do what you kind of want to do, you know what I mean? I feel like you really don't need to give a shit. I don't know. Yeah.
herself in more and more controversies. But said sentiment or opinion wasn't widespread at this point. It would first take a number of smaller events before it got to that level. The first sign of criticism against Pokimane, as mentioned, would start in late 2018. And it was another thing which still follows her around to this day, even though from the outside it appeared like a fairly wholesome act. And this event was her going on stream without makeup, which I assume had the objective of showing women it's okay to feel comfortable in their own skin, but it just led to people taking a screenshot of a single frame and
Yeah. Never be vulnerable on stream, especially when it comes to your appearance.
Waving it around, with most saying she was catfishing her audience with how different she looked with and without makeup. She would respond to this basically saying she's comfortable in her own skin and provides more pictures from better angles without makeup, but still to this day this image tends to pop up whenever Pokimane lands herself in controversy, and this was one of the first times she would see such a large amount of hate, and it was one of the handful of times she would actually have a somewhat good response, which wouldn't just result in her getting even more hate. But then almost straight after that, at the beginning of 2019, we had the Pokimane copyright situation where people really started to question her character. So basically she had a public Twitter argument with everybody's favourite gnome, Keemstar.
Everybody type in the chat, Alex is a stupid...
This was over Keemstar saying how SS Sniper Wolf must Photoshop her pictures, and he proceeded to point and laugh at her fans that were defending her after he said this, and Pokimane would get involved at this point defending the fans, which just resulted in a back and forth of both of them sending videos at each other over Twitter, with Keem calling her fake and Pokimane saying he's hate.
That was good. That was good though. That was when fucking YouTube beef was funny. You know what I mean? Like you had a side, everybody was not going along, but they were duking it out. It's fun. It was fun back then.
helpful. However, by the end of it, both would delete the responses and move on. But someone had archived the entire interaction and uploaded it to YouTube, which was actually the type of content they were known for, and this was Boblax, who I know just by mentioning their name in the current year is like scraping a chalkboard, but this was before their whole controversy.
I don't remember
with Pokimane seeing this archive of the entire interaction, she would then choose to commit one of the cardinal sins of YouTube, which is abusing the copyright system and getting the video taken down. Which many at the time thought it was because it didn't show her in the best light and perhaps contradicted her on-stream image. Boblax would make a statement on this saying she had abused the copyright system. This of course gained a lot of traction and resulted in Pokimane getting a lot of shit. Even PewDiePie got involved, saying taking down a video covering your drama just causes a Streisand effect and leads to more people shitting on you.
Somewhat understand the motivation of trying to take down that video, but the problem here is that you're just drawing more attention to it. It's a Streisand effect every single time.
And around the same time, making the situation worse was another instance where she was basically threatening to take down another channel's videos that was taking clips of her stream because she thought they weren't transformative enough. But for context, these videos had somewhat wild thumbnails and titles, but at the time this clip did not help her case.
Edit videos and actually put effort into it and make it more entertaining for the viewer. Like, wow, I'm so sorry that it takes you a lot of time to steal other people's content. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, no.
And put it together. I'm
kind of being called out. But you know what? Other people do it, so I will do it too.
so sorry that it takes. I'll be taking down some of your videos, but yeah, I just hope you stop doing this.
With that said, some people made the point that she's saying his videos are not transformative enough, but here she was reacting to other people's videos on her stream and not really providing much of an input. It came off as a bit hypocritical. The criticism eventually reached a point where she could not ignore it, and she would respond to the drama 2 months later, by 1, talking privately to Boblax, and 2, issuing an apology video which currently is no longer available. In the video, she basically said she took down Boblax's video because it was getting a lot of traction and she just wanted the drama to be over with, and she was wrong in thinking that would work. And the apology was going well till she said she was well within her right to do so, and then saves herself by saying it was not morally okay to do it. Talk about a roller coaster of an apology.
So Boblax strung together all the tweets and videos from Twitter and just re-uploaded it to YouTube with no editing or commentary or voiceover. That video was getting a lot of traction at the time, and just being completely honest with you guys, I kind of wanted to be over with all the petty drama. Although I was legally within my right to take down the video, morally and as a content creator, it wasn't something that I should have done because, I mean, at the end of the day, those were tweets that me and Keem made publicly and videos that we made publicly.
But ultimately, the situation was over. She spoke to Boblax, she somewhat apologized, but this was one of her first major controversies and the first thing that made people somewhat cautious when trusting Pokimane. And
I feel like she fucked up there. But like at the same time, I feel like that apology was good. I don't know if I'm in the minority in that one. Like, she fucked up. She said, yeah, I didn't do it. Then she explains her side, and you know, she actually says that, yeah, no, I thought this was my logic. I thought this would happen. That did not happen, so I fucked up. Like, I feel like that's a good apology, you know what I mean?
It wouldn't be long till the next situation occurred and had almost the same effect, but now it was 2020 and Pokimane was doing very well. People had moved on from the previous drama, and she was reaching new heights in her career, especially with the new Among Us phase and the newly announced Valorant. Remember that? That was 6 years ago now.
Yes.
Yeah, 2020 was 6 years ago. COVID really did backdoor our brains. Poki was now comfortably averaging over 20,000 viewers per stream, and sometimes she peaked at over 100,000 concurrent viewers.
Yeah,
and
good
this
for
still
you.
wasn't even her peak. Also around this time was when the term simp was being heavily used, which is a word used when describing someone that shows excessive devotion towards someone or something, and in the context of
Especially
the
if
internet
it's
they
the
would mainly
opposite
use this
gender.
when describing the dedicated viewers of female streamers because supposedly they were stereotypically a lot more diehard and would defend the streamer more than the average chatter of a male streamer. Of course, this led to people labeling the average Pokimane watcher as a simp, which is something she would later comment on, somewhat defending her audience. Pokimane watcher as a
I want to
simp,
see that.
which
I
is
want to see
something she
that.
would
Pokimane says simp hate reinforces sexism and misogyny. Oh God. Oh my God. Is she for real? Pokimane says simp hate reinforces sexism and misogyny. Oh my God. Fucking weaponizing every sort. Oh my God.
Later comment on, somewhat defending her audience, but piggybacking off the rise of the word simp was a video by It's a Gundam, and it heavily involved fans of Pokimane, including one fan that apparently donated their savings to Pokimane.
I'm kinda short on savings, but I'll definitely get 500 to drop this week, laughing my ass off. Hope she sees this and knows I love and miss her. XD.
This would result in Pokimane reacting to that video because it heavily featured criticism of her and her audience, and she wouldn't have the best response to it, saying some of these cases or simps aren't actually donating this much money, and she doesn't like that he is making fun of her audience.
I'm so sorry. It is insanely hard to take this person seriously that is like dressed up as a VR person, not showing their faces, which, you know what, that's his choice. But you're also falling for this very obvious bait? Oh no. Literally just nice random people that are taking a photo of me. Or a photo with me.
Actually, you know what? To be fair, I do agree with that though. I feel like if you wanna hate on Pokimane, and the first thing you do is make fun of the appearance of her chatters, or of her audience, I feel like you don't have a point if you do that.
Nah, freaking cool, dude.
She overall just didn't like the video, but the problem was that she then goes on a rant which from the outside was perceived as her directing her audience to dislike the video.
People like this stop is if people like me and my community give them feedback that this is not an okay thing to do. Not attack them, but I hit a little dislike and I say, this not cool. And if you think something is not okay and you want to see less of it, you also have to give feedback because that's how YouTubers work.
In the outcome of this, It's a Gundam's video gets bombarded and he even loses a big sponsorship deal that he was working on.
I had a sponsorship kind of lined up with like a big video game company. Yeah, that kind of went. So I hope you're happy, folks.
This led to another wave of criticism for Poki, and considering it was so soon after the previous controversy, people assumed either she had not learned her lesson or that she could not handle criticism properly, which resulted in even more people questioning her character at that point. But after getting a lot of backlash, she would apologize personally to It's a Gundam and make another apology video, also addressing other claims at the time, and it was supposedly all water under the bridge after this.
I want to sincerely apologize to both It's a Gundam and to the sponsor of that video for the remarks and comments that I made.
Despite these setbacks, she was still doing very well. She still averaged thousands of viewers and even debuted as a VTuber for like 3 streams, and then went back to being a fleshy. She would see her overall peak in 2022, and around the same time she would eventually leave her place at offline TV to pursue other things. But she was at the top of her game. Most people on the internet knew her name, and the support she was receiving around this time was overwhelming. It took her 7 years and a gamble to reach this point, and it was a resounding success. That is a basic version of how Pokimane got to where she is today and some of the events along the way. But as she's grown, so has some of the resentment and distrust for her, because going past 2023, it's now reached a point where it's common to see hate for her, and it speaks louder than any good things being said about her. And it's probably due to a build-up over time with the controversy surrounding her as she grew, and key points like her cookie situation, because past that point is where the criticism for her really became mainstream. But what are said critiques surrounding her, and why is she so hated?
Like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. $7 a bag. I know math is hard.
Okay, we're going through this then, okay.
Just say so.
So one of the main critiques Pokimane faces is that the so-called persona she shows on most of her streams, where she's usually this wholesome, kind, and quiet person, is all fake, and this is just a mask she wears on
If you have to say that you're a wholesome and kind person, you might not be a wholesome and kind person. Because I feel like it shows itself. Like, it's something that speaks for itself. Like, you don't need to broadcast that.
To be perceived in a good light. But if we were being honest, a lot of streamers probably are putting on acts or are creating characters they will only show on stream. There are very few streamers you can confidently say aren't, and even then you don't know them personally, so you wouldn't know if they are. But more so with Pokimane, people didn't think that she was this nice person she constantly represented, and it was commonly stated it was all fake. Because there has been moments throughout her career these critics point to where this apparent mask slips, and in their eyes she shows her true character. Some of these moments I have already mentioned, like with the...
I dislike Pokimane because she threw Etika under the bus, but people ignore that because Keemstar was memeing it at the time. I don't know the drama behind that, mildly.
Blacks and It's a Gundam situation. In one she tried to silence drama, which just made it worse, and in the other she reacted poorly to a video criticizing
Also, by the way,
her
Celeste music based
and her fanbase. But there are more recent events people have pointed to, like what happened surrounding the XQC Kick contract, where XQC was offered a huge amount of money with the claimed figure being 100 million, in which most of it by now has probably been put into a slot machine, knowing him, and this deal was so that he would stream on Kick. This wasn't even an exclusivity deal. He could stream on both Twitch and Kick as long as he hit his required amount of streamed hours on Kick. Now, Kick is owned by Stake, a company mainly known for gambling, which around 2023, gambling in the streaming space was being heavily criticized, with the argument being that streaming gambling would encourage the streamer's audience to do it, and it could result in younger, more impressionable viewers getting addicted or losing a significant amount of money. This eventually led to Twitch at the time banning gambling, which also resulted in a lot of these gambling streamers moving to Twitch's competitor, Kick. Now, with XQC being offered 100 million generational wealth, even his great-grandchildren will be able to buy at least 2 sticks of DDR5 RAM, which will probably be the biggest flex in the future with how RAM prices are right now. But this was a lot of money with a requirement he was already happy doing. So a lot of other streamers would understand why he would take the deal, and a lot of people congratulated him on it. But Pokimane, someone that had previously been somewhat buddy-buddy with XQC, upon hearing about this would not congratulate him from what I saw, and instead would go on a rant about how Twitch could shut down Kick at any point, which was a claim that was wrong. That would be Amazon's web service, and I'm pretty sure that would violate their user agreement.
Kick makes Twitch money. Like, Kick is using Twitch's services.
Can I assume that she was just probably jealous and she's salty? Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's what's happened. She's salty.
And if Twitch really wanted, they could just stop giving these services to Kick. But right now, they're just sitting back like, thanks, I guess.
And around the start of another stream, upon being asked if she would ever take a deal herself, she responds in a bit of a self-righteous way, saying
she's gonna say no, because if she said she would, that would be like... So, for context, I don't really know too much about this drama, but I feel like I already, given what I've been seeing from Pokimane so far, and from a lot of what people say, she's probably gonna say no, but I feel like at that point, it's not out of principle, but it's more so because she just wants to appear like the morally superior person.
Never compromise her morals, and it's cringe, and people would think she was
referring to
XQC and his big deal around this time.
No, and it's not because I got like $10 million. It's just because I'm good as I am. Why?
It's not because I have $10 million. It's because I'm good as I am. Brother, you are what? No way she said that.
Compromise my morals and ethics for more money when I have money. Something about that is so cringe to me personally. Like, I understand, you know, if you need to make money, for me to do cringe shit when I have, I can't. Like, ew.
You're
this would result in both of them getting into a call and presenting both of their points, which didn't solve anything.
She means it at that time. She means it at that time, but she's lying. Like, be for real, dude.
Basically, Hassan, we're kind of done talking about me being a snake, so I think it's time we talk about you being a snake. Take it away, X.
Okay, well, but what made it worse, and one of the main points people
want to
used
see the context to that
was when previously when streamers were congratulating XQC, one streamer who was associated with Pokimane, who did publicly congratulate XQC on his deal, for some reason Poki would send him a message and question why she would congratulate him.
I tweeted, congrats to XQC and Kick, because I think it's like a win-win situation for both parties.
Sure.
And she reached out and she was like, I was kind of surprised that you were publicly supporting it. And crypto gambling, it promotes gambling.
But to be fair, the streamer that claims this does actually add more context when this clip blew up, defending Pokimane. Eventually the drama would be over, but a lot of people questioned why she would insert herself into this situation and why she reacted the way she did, especially with someone that she had previously associated with, but this would be a situation referenced with this criticism. Another case referred to, and one that was probably her biggest fumble, which I personally think played an integral role in where her reputation and public standing is to this day, and that was with the cookie situation, where she worked with a company to release a cookie that was claimed to be a healthy snack alternative called Miana. Now, people noticed a lot of problems with the cookie. One, it almost had exactly the same values and looked almost like another brand, and two, it was very expensive just for one bag.
Buy from the store, how much would it cost?
$14. So it's $14 without shipping. Yeah, without shipping.
No.
Yeah.
That can't be right.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's so bad.
And three, people said they tasted pretty bad. But with the first point on the launch, people would go to her chat and say, you know, these cookies are a bit overpriced, which led to a response which is another one of Pokimane's infamous clips, which once again still follows her around to this day.
Like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyway.
Now this clip would blow up. Even Moist Critical made a video on it.
I feel like in the case of Pokimane, she is definitely like I don't, the term I think that I see a lot of people use is champagne socialist. But at the same time, I feel like she's a person that her entire morality or her entire principle is shaped not necessarily from her own thinking. Like, she didn't come up to these conclusions by herself. She wasn't exposed to like issues, or she never actually even thought of them that deeply until somebody told her about it. And I feel like that's where it all came from. I feel like that's the extent of her beliefs. Obviously, I don't really know, but at the same time, that's the kind of feeling that I get. Because somebody's morals or principles cannot get this inconsistent when they've actually thought about it. When a person's morals usually flip-flop, when that moral is like handed to them, or it's just something that, or if they just been driven along by the fucking, like, the mob on like a social media platform or whatever. I see that all the time with my IRL friends too. Yeah, still a narcissist. I mean, she's most big streamers usually have a narcissism problem, but yeah.
Say this was a joke,
not
but
to excuse that or anything, but like just explaining why, like, her being a narcissist is not something that her being a narcissist is not something that necessarily shocks me, but it's not something that bothers me either.
Would point to her previously having the same attitude days prior. Regardless if this was a joke, the internet had cast their judgment, and this on top of many other situations I've mentioned would be used as evidence towards the point that Pokimane can't take criticism, and that there are moments where she reacts in a way that contradicts the image she's built up over the years that leads to people coming to the conclusion that her personality is fabricated or unorganic. The next common critique about Pokimane is that she is performative, which is a word heavily being used in the current year, and for a content creator, being called performative probably has the same effect as being called a slur. But people think Pokimane often makes claims or says things because that is the current thing, and she doesn't actually fully believe in what she's saying, and a lot of times people claim it's just virtue signaling. A key example people recently use is when on stream she ranted about the rich and how she hates the rich, which some thought was a bit hypocritical since it's estimated she is very wealthy herself, and of course people would bring up her very expensive cookies, even using it to counter a previous point she made about capitalism. But in that moment, she does clarify she's talking about the ultra-rich, not rich people like her, which did not save her from any criticism. Overall, a rich person talking about how they hate the rich, even if it is the giga-rich, can be viewed as more ironic than anything, and it did not have the desired effect.
It's just a bad point.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
The wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
Facts.
And we hate the rich. Anyways.
Aren't you the rich?
No! Like the ultra rich, the ultra giga rich, the unnecessarily rich.
People also point to how sometimes she will tweet about things, like in this now deleted tweet, where she says how she missed when streaming was about gaming and not just drama baiting and clip farming, in which people would remind her she's been in a few dramas and initiated some when she didn't really need to. People also refer to this comment she made in an interview where she says streaming is too male dominated, and there aren't any female streamers the same size as people like iShowSpeed, which people would admit is true, but point out there wasn't a lot of female streamers doing content like iShowSpeed. And for some it felt like she was discrediting the progress females have made in the streaming space, especially in the last few years. A key example was with VTubers, which, ironically, is female dominated. This is apparently a claim she brings up a lot because this original story was made over a year ago, yet as recent as 2 months ago it was brought up again, I'm pretty sure.
There are many platforms in the industry, in the streaming industry rather, where females are dominant. You just choose not to see it, rather. And I feel like to a certain point, people choose not to see it because it serves your agenda. That way you can victimize yourself more and say that you're still being fucking suppressed or fucking whatever. I feel like most people that do this are just agenda posting more than anything.
Sure people are just recycling it at this point, but Poki does make statements like this a lot and they don't always land. Like her comment on believing all victims, yet it was brought up that she was laughing at Amber Heard during her trial when she was supposedly the victim, and when called out on this she would apologise. I think even recently there was another event where she was called a moody socialist billionaire by her chat, and she responds by banning them and saying if she was one, she wouldn't be one for long because she would give away all her money.
I think I'm a billionaire.
Shut the fuck up. No, you won't.
If I ever was a billionaire, I wouldn't be a billionaire for more than a day way, I would give away most of my money.
No,
and
you
there are
won't.
other examples
Shut
people
up.
use to claim she's
Shut
performative.
the fuck up. No, you won't. Like, I'm not, it's not even trying to flame her or anything, but nobody does that. Nobody. You won't do that. God damn. Okay, I think I see it now. I actually think I see it now. Why people don't like her and shit. Cause god damn. Holy damn. Holy damn indeed.
I'm an immigrant girl. We always feel like we gotta work. Work.
Pokimane immigrated to Canada from Morocco when she was 4 years old, which would be around the year 2000. Okay, so you didn't immigrate shit, your parents did. And besides you studying at a university, you've never had a normal job outside of content creation.
The final reason I found for why people hate Pokimane is simply just down to fatigue. Now, I have said in a previous video, Pokimane finds herself in a controversy or situation once every 3 months, whether it's down to something she says or does. And I think what I said still applies to this day. For some reason, recently she proposed to herself and made it a public thing, and the next thing was she started talking about her relationships and how she doesn't need a man, and then she started doing content with a guy people insist is her boyfriend. And all of this is fine, it's her life, she can do whatever she wants and she can create whatever content she wants. But indirectly, it's led to fatigue, where people are tired of seeing these arbitrary statements on Twitter or a stunt like her proposing to herself. And these are the only things you really hear about Pokimane nowadays, and it's not all her fault, but people are tired of it. Some claim her openly doing these type of things is because she's going through a midlife crisis or attention seeking. My personal theory, leading to what I said at the start of the video, is that she has the self-awareness to know she's made it in life. She doesn't, from my knowledge, have to worry about important things like her finances, and she knows there's nothing she can do to change anyone's mind regarding her reputation. I mean, at this point, she's a lot less apologetic than she was in previous years, where around that time, if she saw a ton of backlash, she'd make a public statement or apologize, but she doesn't really do that anymore. I think she knows she's only one comment away from a 5'2" Venezuelan homeless Canadian man making a video on her so he can feed his 5 children. So she plays into it, and I think 2025 onwards, she is just rage
Oh,
baiting.
Rima Raid? Oh shit, thank you. Hi, Reams. I was actually gonna end the stream after this video, but okay.
People at this point.
Thank
And
you
it
so much,
works
Reams.
so very well, but I may be giving her too much credit. Pokimane right now is at the phase, I assume, where her online career is winding down. She doesn't stream as much as she used to, she doesn't stream to as many people as she used to, she's losing followers on Twitch, and there is a lot of hate out there for her. So I think at this point she's just having fun with it, but that's just my theory.
A game theory. You want me to take out a gun and blow a fucking hole in your head right here? Right now? You want that?
So in conclusion, does Pokimane deserve the hate she receives? Well, in terms of the criticism she receives, I think she deserves said criticism in some cases, especially in situations where it comes to her responding.
I feel like people... I do think she deserves a lot of the criticism, but I feel like people make her out to be worse than what she is. Okay, so... Like I said, I don't know too much of the hate around Pokimane, but if I were to take everything here at face value, it seems like she's just a very confused person who tries to say things that she genuinely believes in at the time, and that makes her, 1, not genuine, 2, performative, but it doesn't... I don't think it brands her as evil or malicious. You know what I mean? Because when people talk about Pokimane, people talk about Pokimane as if she's like the reason why Twitch as a platform is collapsing, or she's the picture perfect example of why the e-girl culture is blah blah blah, or why like simping is like looked at in this way and blah blah blah. But I don't like, you know, I feel like that's not necessarily the case. Yeah. Because at the same time, I think that's the extent of I would call Pokimane out for if we were in the same circle. Also, I think she does not care too much about what she says things on stream. Yeah, at this point, I think she's just trying to rage bait and play the game instead of actually doing or saying anything that's meaningful. Because it does happen where when big streamers reach a certain size or make enough money, they kind of care about a lot of these things. Like their personality or what their appearance is, their reputation or blah, blah, blah. They kind of stop caring. I feel like that's the stage Pokimane is right now. Yeah, maybe it is like a streamer version of a midlife crisis, but I see a lot of people, I see a lot of that happening. Yeah.
into things or making comments she doesn't really need to make. And she has done this a lot, which has led to a shift in her reputation over the years. But obviously there are people that take their dislike for her too far, like harassing her and sending weird messages to her. But in terms of general criticism, I think there is some logic behind it, and I think recently she is rage-baiting people for the love of the game. However,
That's what I
despite this,
thought,
looking
yeah.
at her career, it's still impressive what she's done in the past decade. No matter what criticism you have for her, you really can't take that achievement away. Once again, thank you to Warthen.
Nice. Royalty, thank you for the video. And thank you to everyone for being here too, including you, Rima, for raiding. But I was actually going to end the stream right here. Womp womp, I guess. But I guess that's going to be it, chat. Thank you so much for getting into the stream. Thank you so much for participating, for watching me do stuff. Thank you for looking at me look at the stuff that's going on here. I appreciate all of you for being here. That being said, I don't know if you can hear it, but the cats are whining again. My fucking kittens are whining again, and it's been 2 hours since 2 hours and a half since I've fed them, so I need to feed them again. So thank you all, chat. Bye bye. See you on the next stream. Bye bye.